Hey everybody, we are live. I have Bonnie Burgess with me and DJ D, and we're just gonna do a quick update on Craig and his channel. Go ahead, Bonnie.
Hey everybody. I just want to let everybody know the reason we're meeting here tonight is because I tried to contact Craig today. Oh wow, what is that noise? Is that me?
I don't know.
Wow. Anyway, I tried to contact Craig today. I did not get a response. Like he said, the medications probably kind of got him a little out of loops. So we're just not going to do anything with his channel unless he asks us to do it. But Mondays we can meet here and do updates if we have anything to let everybody know what's going on. Okay, well, one of you guys are talking. I'm going to try to jump out and jump back in and see if that fixes this problem.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. It's just Craig has been in the last few chats that we've been into, and think it's good to oh, Steph said, hey Steph, said I'm echoing. I don't know why I would be echoing. Does everybody hear me echoing?
Maybe a little bit. I'm not sure. Make sure you don't have the show going on in the background.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, I don't hear anything now from you.
I
You
don't hear
seem
it.
fine.
Huh.
All right, so it should be cleared now. All right, cool.
Okay, so
cool.
yeah, I mean, we know Craig's at home. We know he'll let us know one way or the other whether he wants to do a show or not. We'll do things on our channels unless he specifically asks us to do something on his channel. But it's up, it'll be up to him. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll do the updates. I know Bonnie said she hadn't heard from him for a couple days. I'm sure everything's all right. He's getting that in-house care from the nurse. He's drugged up a little bit, and so we just got to give him some time, and he'll do his thing when he's ready. And in the meantime, we'll just we'll keep meeting on this channel or whatever channel, and for a little bit. Don't want to go too long tonight. This is more for an update because we don't even. I mean, he could go live on his channel right now and just boom. Craig. He never starts a show on time, anyways.
And that's the big thing. We want to keep it open so when he decides to go live, it's there and people will know Craig is back, and it is definitely Craig and not one of us, filling in. But yeah, like Ron said, we'll either do it on Ron's channel, DJD's, or my channel, probably theirs, because I don't have my computer up to do it on mine yet. So yeah. So we'll just go on just Mondays from now on and just let everybody know what's going on and if there's any changes. And if I hear from Craig, I will let everybody know, because I know everybody comes to me to ask me because I'm pretty much keeping up with Craig fully. But I know Craig is fine. I know it's just the medication and all of the physical therapy that's got him drained. If it was something more, I would hear about it and I would let you guys know. So he is fine. It's just he's probably wore out.
Yes.
Yep.
Pretty much.
So, you got any news?
Yeah, that's my understanding from when it's pretty much. I think he even said it in the chat. I'm not sure, or no, when he was talking. It's like when you guys heard him for a brief period of time. It's like it's depending on the nurse, right? Some days he makes her not give him as many pills so he can actually do things. And then other days he's got to take the full load of pills, and that's when he's like, I don't want to do anything. So today, those days where he might have had to take the full amount of pills, and he's like, screw it, I don't want to do anything.
Yep,
that's my guess. So I don't mind that at all. I'd prefer him to be resting than doing a show. I want it's better rest for a couple of weeks, fully get healthy, and then that way he can do whatever he wants.
Mazur says Poe killed a monkey lizard on Resistance violently. Is that news? And Mara Jade, yes, I am still going to do the EU show tomorrow.
Yeah, the Poe Monk, whatever, Jabba the Hutt monster, little monstery thing. It's like monkey, like chimpanzee. Yeah, I mentioned that today earlier on the show. It was like, my word, resistance. You won't do other things, but you'll kill that. Yes, resistance still sucks.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't want to think about it. Jesus.
Steph, you want to come on?
Oh, I guess Adam is one of your guys.
Yeah, Adam's one of my subs.
Appreciate you, Adam Sean. That was awesome.
Yep, he's got an entire wiener dog clan with him too. So
yeah, Steph said she'll come on for a bit, Ron.
cool.
All right.
It's a cool. Send Steph the invite.
You just did?
No, you said.
Okay, that's no problem.
Let's go on Twitter. Yeah.
I got her.
Okay, you got her. Right, cool.
But yes, Mara Jade, I am doing the EU show tomorrow night on Mike's channel. To everybody who is new, welcome, and I hope you find this fun and hope you stick around for more shows. To all of our regular family members, hi everybody. And we already know the drill. I'll have to leave in a little bit to drive as usual.
Yes, you'll have to take her to Star Destroyer out for a little spin. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then she won't be able to talk much at one time. Once in a while, she'll just chime in for some sass. So a little southern sass. Yes.
Which is crazy because it's like southern northern mixed, because I was born in New York and stayed there a lot, but then I was also in the South a lot, so kind of a mixture of both.
Indeed.
Hey guys.
It's weird. Hey Steph.
Hey, what's up, Steph?
Oh, nothing. Just hanging out, getting a good word about Craig and everything.
Can you turn your volume up a little?
Okay. Sorry. I'm. Here's my guys. I'm actually decorating.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
I can now. I turned my volume up too, so.
All right. Okay. Yes. I'm decorating a small Christmas tree in my office. Don't hate me.
Oh, nice. No, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Yes, Mazarus, I have been very sassy since I was little. My mom told me I was a sassy little child. It got worse as I got older. My aunt told my mom one day, this kid that when my dad was in the military, his dad either was told he would go to prison or he had to join the military. So his dad joined the military, and the kid thought that gave him free reign to beat everybody up around him, because the rest of us were all told, you don't fight because it comes back on the parent in the military and they get harshly punished. So we all got along, but he decided to start bullying a bunch of the kids around the neighborhood. And I decided, you know what? I've had enough of you. So I beat him up. Of course, he got flack for it because I was a girl and he was a boy and I was younger than him, and I beat him up. And his mom came to our door and knocked on the door, and she started yelling at me. And I told her, well, if you keep your son in check, he wouldn't get his ass kicked by a girl. Yeah, my aunt came down the stairs about that time, and she called me by my full name and told me to go to my room. I'm like, oh man, I'm so gonna get in trouble for this one. So yeah, my mom told me, you do not disrespect an elder. I don't care if they're disrespecting you. You respect them because you're younger. But my mom went down and gave her a few words of her own.
Good.
Oh, I would think so.
But yeah. And from that point on, I was called Little Miss Sassy.
Yeah. Well, hey, when I was got our neighborhood, there was a couple of bullies. They were a brother team. There were two of them, and one of them, a special needs kid, and he lured her into the back of his mother's car. So add up what was going on. My best friend and I are walking casually by the car. We notice what's going on. I opened up the car door, dragged him out, and I beat the shit out of him. I wailed on him, and I don't know what happened, but it's like, when you see that, it's like, okay, I got to do something. And no one said a word to us. No one said a word. It was like, okay, well, Brent got his ass kicked. We're all just going to ignore it now. But yeah, I mean, special needs kids, not Down syndrome, but not everything normal. So yeah, I understand. I get that. Bonnie. That's why I like you.
Yeah, I did that in school too. One of the schools that I went to in middle school, no, high school actually, the principal was paying seniors to beat up children with special needs, and I found out about it and happened to know one of the kids involved in it, and he went after my brother. And that was a big mistake because everybody in the school decided not to mess with me. They thought I was crazy because he pulled a gun on my brother. And I stood between them and I was like, what are you doing? He said, I'm playing Russian roulette with this kid. I said, no, this kid is my brother. He said, well, I'm sorry, but I have to do what I was told to do. I said, well, pull the trigger or I'll do it. And he said, you don't need to do anything. Just walk away. And I put my finger over his and I pulled the trigger and it didn't go off. And I commenced to beating his ass. So yeah, everybody thought I was nuts after that. Needless to say, his sister is married to my dad's brother. So that was, yeah. And the worst part about it was him and I were best friends up to that point. And to this day, me and her have issues because it was her brother and my brother involved in it.
Okay, here's a question. What happened to the principal?
Oh, my mom got a hold of the principal when she was done. The school board fired him.
Good. Who the hell does that? What kind of...
A sick person.
Jesus Christ,
But it actually took the fact that he had put his hands on my brother and my brother walked home in a snowstorm, ended up with hypothermia. They called the cops and my brother had bruises all over his body and was in the hospital. And once the cops got involved, then the school board fired him. But that's what it took to get him fired.
So basically this guy didn't like kids that had issues.
Exactly.
Jesus. You know what? Don't be a principal. Stay away from little kids.
Yes, Nazareth, it was the 80s.
God. I mean, I tell you, man, there's some people, I'm just saying, that's horrible, Bob. That's just horrible. How's your brother doing now?
He's actually doing great. They've had him on so many medications, they're diagnosed with so many different things, and he finally got a really good doctor and got on the right medication.
That he was going to kill me for joking with Alyssa.
Yes, that's the
cool.
one.
Cool.
That is the one.
Fun time set by all. Yay.
Yes. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing people don't understand.
Nice. Yeah, he left me a comment. He was very nice after the fact, but
yeah.
But
here's the thing with my brother. My brother, because of all the abuse he took growing up and having me protect him, he's very protective over her because she was the youngest girl and she was I mean, people can get mad if they want to, but my oldest and my youngest daughter are his babies. And he's very protective over them because he was the same way with me. Yeah. I mean, no guy was ever good enough until Preston came along. He hated every guy I was ever with. He wanted nothing to do with them, anything. So, but my brother has been diagnosed as borderline mentally retarded. My brother also has been told that he has schizophrenia and manic depression, which he does not have. The new doctor said that was bull. They've had him so doped up on medication. He was hearing voices, seeing things. It was crazy. And half the time he was a freaking zombie growing up. So now he's finally getting where he's supposed to be, but the medications they had him on screwed his brain up worse than it already was. So now he has more issues than he did then. So yeah. And he doesn't think before he talks. He just gets angry and whatever comes out, and he don't care what the consequences are. And I'm constantly talking to him like, man, you got to be careful what you say because sometimes some of those things you say can come back to bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
That would be correct. Like I said, I get so many death threats every week. I'm just.
Yep. Yep. But the funny thing is he loves you, DJ. The funny thing is he loves you because he tells me all the time, I love DJ D's channel. I love going there. I love watching his stuff. And he doesn't sub to very many people online, but you are one that he is subbed to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's just when it comes to Alyssa or my oldest daughter, if somebody says something, he will fly off the handle.
No, I got it. It's
I remember. Yeah, he did that on Greg's channel once.
Oh yeah, I remember that
I
one.
remember that.
Remember that? Oh my, no, I just want to say it was really fun the other day listening to you, because I was waiting for the guy to do my horse's feet because she needs them trimmed,
Uh-huh.
and it was quite entertaining. So, you know, you did, and I haven't been able to tell you that till now. So,
Oh.
man, you know, it was good stuff. It was really good stuff. Even Kay liked it.
Cool.
So,
DJ gave Yoda a run for his money last night. I'll tell you that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. Oh, I needed that laugh.
The other Yoda, which will not be named.
I know who you're talking about.
So, just really quick, want to tell everybody, if you want to go over to my channel, I have some videos up. I am slowly working on doing new videos because I owe a lot of thanks, gratitude, and respect to DJD, to Ron, to Mike, and to Craig and Stephanie for encouraging me to do more videos. And also Abu Nas has also been one of them who has been encouraging me to do videos. So I'm slowly but surely working on doing that. So you guys are welcome to go watch any of the videos that you want over there.
That's awesome. That's awesome too. I'm looking forward to that. And we've gotten a lot of people, like Toriel's starting to do videos now, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are starting to do videos.
Yeah, Toriel's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. Yeah, you know, Bonnie, it's important, I think, for you to do that too. You know, the more voices like us out there, the better, because you know where I'm going with this. I'm not going to say it. So
yeah,
you know, it's just the more of us out there, because then there's a diversity. What you know, and it's not that everyone disagrees. I think it's the message and the way it's presented.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you could say it, and more strong women like you guys out there, better.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
those are you are the kind of women Mark Hamill should be pushing. Is all I'm saying.
Say,
So
you know, you can say whatever you need to say. I'm not worried about it. Nobody.
Yeah,
Nobody's worried about it.
You know,
it's really interesting because I jumped from like 10 subscribers to 20 and from 20 to 46 in like 1 week.
Awesome.
So yeah, that kind of shocked me considering I really don't have much content.
Well, it grows though.
Yeah.
It does grow. And that's the thing, is you just gotta be patient. I'm gonna say my channel has not grown from about 1,470, I'll say, give you a median 75, give or take.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to sit there and pine about it.
Yeah.
No, it's just, it is what it is. So there you go.
Yep.
I ran out of fingers, so I guess I'm done till tomorrow.
Hey, I said earlier, my great nephew's in here. I see. Hey, Banana.
I was about to mention we should keep posting half-naked pictures of Padme on Facebook from Craig. That's probably a bad idea now. Let me not do that.
Anyways, I don't know if y'all saw Everything Star Wars. He put out actual video about Order 69, which is an actual real order in Wikipedia. He did a cool video there. Entertainment Hackers put out a couple of really good videos lately also. I like the one, if you haven't seen the pop-up book, he has one of the pop-up Star Wars pop-up book, and you open it up, you know those old pop-up books where you got
those are good.
Check that video out of his, because that's cool, and the book is like in excellent condition. I mean, it is really good.
That's nice. Yeah.
So go check out those videos over there, because those are really good videos. But give a shout out to those guys, because they do really good videos.
James says, Padme Baker's hand.
Okay.
Yes,
Anybody
I
got
put
any
in
Star Wars news?
the other day. I was on DJD's channel and I just had to do it. DJ, I'm sorry, but Ron wasn't there to do it, so I put clone Luke's hand.
Yeah, so you should always clone Luke's hand.
Yes, I did.
And I see
And then
you
I was like, sorry, had to do it.
That makes it less hard.
I see you posted the link for the PayPal. Are you gonna post the other one too, Bonnie?
Yeah, I did. I've that's the second time I put them both up, the GoFundMe and the PayPal.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I've been pushing to break the $2 grand barrier now. You know?
Oh, speaking of which, and I don't think he'll care that I tell anybody. We got a new donor today. Damajanai donated to Craig's GoFundMe today.
Oh, that's
Good.
nice of him. Cool.
Yes, he did. We are actually, let me go see what we're at right now. We are actually up to $1,236 on Craig's GoFundMe.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna push it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Again tomorrow. I didn't do a video today. We're snowed in 7-8 inches. There's a sheet of ice now.
Wow, the 8
I thought
inches.
we had it bad.
Wow, jeez.
Yeah.
That's a lot of inches.
Hubby decided to paint his office. And
Well, guys, I'm gonna mute really quick because I'm getting ready to drive, but I'll be back on when I get back if we're still live. Okay.
Okay.
And if not, it was a fun night, Bonnie.
yeah.
Yes, it was fun. You guys have a good night. If I'm not back before you guys go off.
Yeah.
All right, Bonnie.
Yeah. So anyway, I was helping. You know.
Yeah.
Basically helping cover everything. Oh my God! I don't ever want to do that again. You can't.
I hate painting.
And everything has to be covered. It's just not a little corner covered and then covered again, and then it's like, okay. Once I got to the point where I didn't need help, I just went and hid. Not anymore. So he is in there, and it's actually looking pretty good. So he does a good job. He could actually do it professionally. I'm not going to tell him that, but he could. You know.
Yeah, I think you've stroked his ego enough.
Yeah, I did, and I made him a really good dinner. And tomorrow, it's going to be chipping out of this ice block we're in. Actually, it should melt, and then it'll freeze again tomorrow night. So,
It was cold here in Florida this morning. I mean, it said it was 41, but with the wind chill, it felt like it was 33.
yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Well, it was about 29 to 31 here, and it snowed most of the day. And then once it got to a certain point, it started freezing, and it was like, okay, you know, the dog can't even climb on that. He's sliding all over the place. I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm staying. We're not doing this anymore. You know, and you know, it's just I don't mind snow, but it's the freezing rain stuff that just no more. I can't do it. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. It's just so we were bundled up here, and he painted, and I just basically made dinner and stuff like that. I was like, this is just not. And took a great video of the snow coming down, but you know, that's it. That's all I did.
Deep Penzic had a question. Does anyone think the one sheets posters for the current Star Wars films hold a candle to the OT and prequel one sheets? That's a good question.
God, no, they look like crap in comparison.
I like myself.
It doesn't have any flair. It doesn't have any.
There's no mystery.
There's no art there or heart. That's my problem with the ones they've done.
It's soulless, you know. It's soulless. I mean, as George Lucas said, you know, when you look at, here's the deal: when you look at that first sheet that came out for Return of the Jedi, the lightsaber in Luke's hand. That's all you see. That's freaking cool. That'll drag that is good stuff. And then you look at these, and there's nothing like that. It's like cartoon characters that we don't care about. No, and so yeah, I don't know. They're not. I mean, who's gonna want a poster with Kyle Ron on it, besides a Ray Lowe. All 5 of them who scream really loud. You know, I mean, come on. You know, I was telling a friend of mine, I said, I like Adam Driver, but he's got to be one of the most unattractive men I've ever seen in my life. He really is a looking guy. I mean, when you see him and when his hair's short and you can see his ears, it's like, I'm sorry, dude, but you could land an airplane with those.
Well, speaking of Dumbo, yeah, the film will be coming out soon, I believe.
Yeah.
Neither did you. I know I saw the poster and I immediately linked that to my Japanese friend. And I told him, hey, that background, doesn't it remind you of the Japanese flag? And he was like, yes, indeed it does. Good job, Disney. I see you're already selling it to Asia. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Look around him. You see the rising sun flag of the Japanese. It's a direct ripoff, Disney.
Yeah. They can't do anything anymore.
Something original. Good job. God.
No, there's no vision in any of it. I mean, Pixar, when Toy Story 4 comes out, and yeah, that'll make me cry because I love that. I love those movies. I loved all 3 of them. That'll be interesting, the reception that'll get. If they went totally if they go totally woke on that, I'm gonna go like, you fuckers, But it should be pretty interesting. See when that comes out. But yeah, that got my heart pumping a little bit. Toy Story 4. That's it.
Yeah, well, my only worry is reading the description for it, which I hope is a joke. It's
yeah.
concerning the fork spork or whatever that thing is. God.
Yeah. Hey, have you guys seen Bohemian Rhapsody yet?
Yes.
I
I'm
haven't
see it. I'm probably going to see it again. I like the concert scenes.
Yeah.
Other parts of it are a little annoying, but the concert scenes are worth it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I haven't seen it yet, and I'm gonna try to go. I was planning on going opening day, but that was not happening.
Now, one thing I think I retweeted even on Twitter was or on Tumblr, one or the other. Apparently, someone was upset with the fact that he lip synced the Freddie Mercury songs, and they wrote an article about it. I forgot which newspaper, and I'm like, well, that's called acting.
Yeah.
He can't sing like Freddie Mercury. Are you insane? God.
Yeah. Okay, well, just have Rami Malek sing Bohemian Rhapsody with that 4-octave range because he used all of the range. Okay, I kind of can't wait to see it. I was gonna see it opening day, and I need to see it. I mean, it's the only movie I've been really excited about for a long time.
Again, he does it so well you don't notice the difference, and it's
Oh,
it's like, but like seriously, I mean, those people don't grow on trees. It was this journalist, and it's a strong word to say journalist for this person. I couldn't believe he was stating that. It was a waste of an article and a waste of the minute of someone even reading the title.
Oh,
God, or a few seconds. Jeez.
it's like, all right, you heard yourself speak. Now go away. That's about what that is.
I think it was a big newspaper too, which makes it even sadder. I was like, God.
I want to see that, and then there's the one about Vincent Van Gogh with Willem Dafoe and Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah, that it'll never come out.
Gotta check that out at some point.
Yeah, I want to see. I got to see Bohemian Rhapsody, and then Creed's coming on. I want to see that one, Creed 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks good how they're doing it so far. It should be fun.
I showed my husband some of the stuff from that, and he was like, "You gotta be kidding me."
I'm gonna bet money there's an influx yet again of Russian robot articles or Russian bot. When that movie comes out, I'm betting money again that it's gonna happen, and we're all gonna be declared Russian bots.
Yes.
Oh God.
Irina Gorsky from whatever. I mean, God. Oh man, that's still funny shit. I still laugh about that because you know who was saying that on Twitter about bots attacking the movie, about about bots making sure that Solo didn't get any box office. Ron Howard. I was like, what? I didn't say anything back, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't believe you gotta be that. You can't be that stupid. He can't be that. He's not that stupid. He knows.
Well, lately.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Oh.
stupid with giant ass ears, Ryan Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's another person that could have probably played Dumbo. And no transition really needed.
No, there was.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You'd see Pumpkinhead fly. Oh God,
Breaking.
Ryan Johnson.
Speaking of Twitter, Steph, you had me confused. I didn't know who you were
Yeah.
on Twitter. So,
There's a reason for that, Ron, and someday I will tell you why.
well, I'm sure there. I just didn't recognize it was you because I just didn't recognize it. So I was confused.
Let's put it this way: I ran afoul of the Raylo swarm.
Yes, the Raylo swarm is always swarming at all times. I've run afoul of them on occasion.
So yeah, and it's like, they just, and I just go, whatever, man. I mean, you guys, it's really weird when you look at that stuff and who actually had what actually was going on after looking at the Glassdoor stuff. It's like the people that were left there that she kept hated George and hated the prequels. And from what I can glean, and this is my speculation, is they hated TFA because JJ wouldn't let him touch it. Wouldn't let him touch it. To me, that's what it looks like, and I haven't had it confirmed, but that's what it looks like to me. And Pablo Hidalgo, and I saved that tweet, said something about wars and all the rest. That's in a tweet, and I'm like, that's a big fuck you to Lucas and the prequels, isn't it, buddy? You know that he's that guy. My God. And then he deletes everything. Did you?
Yes.
You that right? He deleted everything.
Yeah.
Because we figured out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well,
yeah.
I believe Ryan Johnson recently mentioned Hidalgo again, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, have fun with that.
well, what did he say?
I think it was that one. I'll go look at it now.
Yeah, because I those two are smoochy buddies, I think. God, I can't even. I mean, what a friggin' nightmare. Those two. I mean, it's like, I don't think those two could pump their own gas, let alone tie their shoes or, pour themselves a drink, for Christ's sakes. They're such friggin' effeminate, impotent little pussies. It's like, God, I mean,
I'll send it to you on Twitter, Steph.
Okay.
Yeah, I found it. I find everything.
Oh, God, those two.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys. Keep talking.
Okay, all right. So anyway,
that would be a problem.
No, it won't be. It won't be. So I haven't heard anything beyond JJ demanding his own, putting out this big thing that he wants a big deal like that, studio and everything. And, then Simon Pegg says his thing. And I'm like, and of course, the Forbes article that came out that said, Star Wars doesn't need a course correction. And it looks to me like it's a PR war again between the faction that cares and the faction that wants to destroy everything. I mean, and they've got, I don't know who wrote that article because I didn't read it, but if it's Scott Mendelson, he's their little butt buddy. So, he's their little man helping them at Forbes. And it's like, they're done, but they're not giving up. They're still screaming. And I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just pathetic. I want transparency. What's going on, and fix it. I'm done with, all this speculating. It's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And of course, every day, Mike Zero puts out 4 videos that contradicts each video they just put out. And it's like, dude, you gotta stop, man. I can't.
Well, like I've said it before, you probably heard it. He controls the entire news cycle that is Star Wars rumor news, so he can do what he wants.
Oh yeah, he does.
He's the god king of it, and he gets articles written about it constantly. I still love the fact he was kind of indirectly mentioned in Esquire. that was fun times had by all. The very sexy Mike Zero.
Do you remember when Craig posted that picture?
Yeah, I remember. Oh god. But hey, Mike works hard. I mean, he puts out the 19 videos a day, and I'm loving it. I think I'll watch almost all of them.
It's like, I can't. There's so much not going on right now that's interesting to talk about. I can barely, gum up the strength to do one. He's got 20 out there, and they all contradict each other. So you got people running into each other trying to figure out what's going on. Then you find out none of it's right. That's what I think is so funny, is people run back and forth going, ooh, he's got it. You come out of the movie going, we thought this was going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen too. You know it, and I know it.
I think we'll never know, except for the Mike Zero will know everything.
Oh yeah,
and he'll know it before everyone else.
Yeah.
God. Oh God. Oh God. And then of course after it's all over, for no good reason, after episode 9, it's it's all well said and done. Rian Johnson will then attack him on Twitter and get him to 2 million people following him.
Oh yeah. Oh God, that'll be funny. I mean,
Okay, guys, here's a news update for Star Wars Episode 9. It's gonna be dead on arrival. Suck, fail, completely, utterly trash. So there's the news.
And they're on cue. The sass comes in from the car. You were right, Miserius.
Is it? I mean, where? All right, Bonnie, is that from, is that from Craig? Bonnie?
I don't know about that one. No, I think that was from Bonnie. I think that was from Bonnie, but I'm sure Craig would say the same thing. Or as he is now known, Kriag the Caveman.
That did not come from Craig. That came from me. My personal opinion. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But hey, I have a right to feel the way I do and have my own opinion. So my opinion is Episode 9, it's going to suck. It's going to fail. Dead on arrival. End of discussion. Boycott's going to kill it.
Yeah.
That's all there is. There's the news.
Even if it was going to be decent, it's not going to be decent. People aren't going to go see it. They're not. They're not. And they know it. They know it. And, this is my thing. This is my problem.
Well, they're not building it properly. It's been months of failure. I mean, there's no way to come back from Space Horses from some people. When those pictures leaked, my God. Just... oh, God. Oh, God.
Then they're in Jordan filming. JJ's there. It's like, did you see those pictures? They were in Jordan filming.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, no, I think I've seen all the Jordan pictures. It's hilarious.
Are we going back to Tatooine now? That's probably not Jakku. So it's got to be one or the other. I mean, unless I come up with yet another desert planet that resembles every other desert planet, which would be not just but stupid times 3 Pyard.
Well, it would just be insulting if it's yet another desert planet they're exploring, but I'm not going to be shocked if it's yet another brand new special sauce planet they're exploring. That way, for those that don't have all the collectibles for that other planet, hey, here's a freshly squeezed new sand planet for you to get all the collectibles of.
I mean, it's just, Rian Johnson being allowed to do what he did kicked the guts out of this to the point I don't know what they're going to do. I when I see the pictures, hear rumors, it just sounds like a fakakta mess. It sounds like they're actually going to do 2 movies because they're filming until February, and that's like 2.5 or 3 movies when you think about it. What are they going to do with all that footage? How are they going to make it make sense to anybody?
I'm sure they'll edit it perfectly and make. I'm being sarcastic here. Let me be clear of what I'm stating. I'm joking. so, so pretty much. Oh God.
I just can't. I mean, I rub my head and go, here's why. You want to grab Kathleen Kennedy when she's listening to her wind chimes, making sure my stage is being burned in her fucking office. Sorry, dropping the F-bomb. Not really. What possessed you in your walnut-sized brain? Never allow that idiot to have any control over anything Star Wars. He walks in with a raw first draft of a script, and you and Carrie Hart have the brilliance to say yes, go with it on a first draft. This guy has never directed anything over $1 million budget. Are you insane? Nod. Yes, you are insane, both of you. And it's, I mean, I don't. I mean, if they end up selling Lucasfilm to somebody, and Disney just keeps the parks, I would not blame them at all. I would not blame them. I would not blame them at all. I mean, that's exactly.
Okay, here we go. FNN News Update, Episode 9. Go into it with the mentality of a 2-year-old.
Well, just as no, I'm waiting for spoilers. If I'll wait for spoilers if it's things that I wanted to see. I don't care if they're bad.
Yeah, pretty much the only new news we have is about the Mandalorian that's on D+. So that's just that Carano, that known for her MMA fame, is on the show. She might be on the set already if these pictures are accurate as to how it looks. She's got a short haircut, but that's her typical thing. They've also got some supersized stormtroopers looking type things, or maybe they just have that for to look I don't know, cover up their suits if they're like a special suit. Possibly Carl Weathers in some of these photos, and also Pascal. So I don't know. The links are on the Reddit Star Week. Just look up Reddit Star Wars leaks. Bam, you'll find it in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah. So Pascal's supposed to be the Mandalorian, right?
They're being coy about who's the Mandalorian. So, I mean, I really don't care either way as long as they do it good. So if the Mandalorian happens to be Carano, cool. If it happens to be Pascal, cool. But you would think your main character of the show be someone who's a really solid actor, and that would be Pascal. So I hope the Mandalorian is Pascal.
Yeah.
I would think if they have a brain, it's Pascal. There's a lot of fans on both sides of the aisle, both on Tumblr and in other locations. Huge fans of Pascal. So don't shank this, Disney.
Yeah.
Jeez. So far, I haven't seen anything bad on set. See, that's how you present it to the audience, Disney, how they're doing the Mandalorian so far. Whereas I'm not... Oh, God, Episode 9. I'm tired of saying that, too. I'm tired of saying that.
Give us a title. We all suck. I mean, you could call it that. We all suck. Episode 9, Star Wars. I mean, I don't really care, just as long as there's a title. So we can change the hashtag from boycott Episode 9 to boycott Star Wars. Blah blah blah.
Well, they've been milking titles lately. If you haven't noticed, Avengers, the next Avengers film, they have yet to definitively say if it's Annihilation or if it's something else, and it's stupid. It's like, oh no, it gives away the ending to the film. It can't give me a break. Are you literally going to wait until the day it premieres to say it? Yeah. This is stupid. I mean, at this point, we're almost at the end of the year. Say it already. Supposedly, the trailer is either coming out at the end of this month or at the beginning of December. But I don't know why Disney's done it. If anything, it's been more annoying than anything. It's what it's been. It's just been an annoyance.
Well, it's like they don't know what they're doing anymore.
It feels like it sometimes in certain things. Oh, the marketing for Captain Marvel was terrible. That trailer, let alone after the fact, now admitting to the fact that the series arc that they're basing the film on is one of the most feminist leaning of all the Captain Marvel series arcs. So that's pretty much Captain Marvel. And if that's true, and I see that throughout the trailers, I'm probably not going to watch it because that's going to be sad. So much potential, and then they just wasted it. I actually like Captain Marvel a lot too. So.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I can't. I don't. I can't believe they live in such a friggin' echo chamber that they don't get. We're not selling tickets. We need more of this. We're not selling tickets. We need more of this. You know what? Guess what? You keep doing the same thing over and over again and you get the same results. That means you're crazy. Okay? You need to stop. Because, then you've got Brie Larson going, oh, 40-year-old white men. It's like, really, honey? All right, fine. I don't want to see it either because I don't like you now either. Okay? How's that? I'm a woman.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God.
I mean, God. It just, oh, God. It's everywhere. And then Mark Hamill had to go and say that. And it's like, Mark, I love you, but.
No, I'm just thinking of it this way. They're just forcing him to say certain things like before. And I once it's over, Mark Hamill will be able to speak like he wants to.
Well,
no. If you notice, he says things a certain way, and then he says things another way. So I'm sure Disney told him, "Hey, say this, please."
Oh,
I'm just gonna ignore that he said whatever terrible thing he said. It was like I read it kind of. It just God.
About the women.
Yeah, that one. That would be the one.
I don't know if that was Disney or just him being, because he won't stop about politics, and then he comes on and goes, "I know I talk too much about politics." Yeah, you do, brother. You do. You need
on Twitter.
Stop.
He does now, whereas before, not so much. If you've noticed it, like look at Mark Hamill's Twitter, say 2 or 3 years ago, before episode 8. Look at it after.
I kind of disagree with you, DJ, on that one.
Really?
Yeah, because I love Mark Hamill as Luke. I love his acting. He's nothing to do. He's a great entertainer. He has great talent, but he's very left leaning in his politics. And that tweet was a political tweet. That was a political tweet, and it's the way he thinks. Now he has every right to go out and say that, and I'm not holding it against him because he's still a great actor, and that doesn't take away from what he does as far as his acting skills. So
yeah, but he wasn't. What I meant is he wasn't so vocal about it back 2 or 3 before episode 8.
I just don't agree with his political tweets. That's all. But
I don't. I mean, he knows it. I mean, he knows it, and he said I talk too much about it. And it's like, yeah, you do. I mean, I basically tweeted at him once. Everybody in my family is 8 years old or 2 in their 70s, and that's my brothers and sisters, right? I'm the youngest of 9, and I said, you could be my sister Rose. I mean, they're the same age, and it's like, dude, you drive me freaking crazy. You are a boomer, and you wear it like a shield. I didn't say that, but that was whatever, because they cannot help themselves. Boomers of a particular type cannot freaking help themselves. And, old hippies are gonna old hippie. And it's like, I just gotta go. This reminds me of every time they come home and my dad would be like, are these really my kids? Did I really raise them? Mom, mother, come here. What the hell is wrong with them? And I'm like the way Young is going, I have no idea where they came from, but they're not my brothers and sisters. I mean, they just drive you crazy, but then you go, I love them, and you just got to get past it. And the thing that drives me crazy about them in Hollywood is they can't. They can't. They literally get so upset when you contradict them and and say, no, you're wrong about that. It's like, dude, I'm sorry. The rest of the world doesn't think that way. You live in a very small little echo chamber. Okay? You got to understand. We're all looking at you going, what are you talking about? Neil Young blaming Donald Trump for the fires in Malibu. I'll put that up there. Okay. Yeah, it was his fault. Yeah, he's the one that lit the fire. You know, that's the mentality. That's what we're dealing with here. And it's like, I can't. And I don't.
Yeah. Good night, Marjade.
Hey, Margie. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't like talking on here too much politically, but I mean, that's what I said. I mean, I understand. I don't agree with how political he is and his political tweets and statements, but it doesn't take away from his acting ability and what he does on screen. I'm all behind that, but I just don't like his political stances. I think.
Well, yeah, I don't even lean that far left. Jeez.
I agree.
I consider myself a moderate lefty, though. But yeah.
I just look at myself and say, I'm a liberal, but I'm not a leftist. So there you go.
Okay? Exactly.
I can't.
Classic liberal, not the insanity that is now gripping the country. Jesus.
So.
And
they're still upset over that election too, which is hilarious.
Okay.
Oh, God. It's like, oh, you don't control everything. Oh, poor babies. Poor babies. That's a good thing you don't control everything. Oh, God. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
They're still pissed off about Bush beating Gore. Think about that one. I mean, they're still pissed off about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Chad.
I was in Washington for that. We were getting it. We had a go bag ready to go if we had to jump on an airplane and fly down to Florida to help with that recount.
Yeah, I was in Florida for that insanity. Oh, God.
You know what? Bush is going to end up winning. They're not going to get the votes they need. We know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
that's what I always thought, that Bush was going to win, because I thought he had enough of a lead. There was no way of coming back from it. But
well, the problem with that election, the problem with that one was they called Florida when us on the Panhandle the polls were still open over here, and they forgot all about that. So, and it's mostly conservative from Tallahassee on over. I mean, pretty much the whole Panhandle. And there's pockets of blue. There's like a couple counties that are blue, but that's it. But the majority of the Panhandle is all conservative. So when that vote came in, it took Bush over the top.
Yep, I remember that. I remember sitting there watching. I remember getting into a cab from the party I was at, and going to my apartment, and we were so drunk, I passed out. I mean, I was like, I'm done. That's what you do in Washington on election night. You smoke cigars and watch the returns come in, and then you go back.
Pretty much. It's all and food. The food's great.
It is.
I may or may not know about that.
I woke up at 6 the next morning, and I could have stayed home. I mean, I could have stayed, but take the next day off. And I went in, and I walk into his office. He goes, "What are you doing here? What the hell is going on?" Because when I went to bed, Bush was president-elect. I woke up, everything's in turmoil.
Yeah, because typically after it's over, it's packing up the office and getting out, getting all the papers, and you're out of there. It's normal. It happens.
Yeah.
But in this case, oh no, we're still working, and I'm like, why God?
Yeah.
It's like you schedule stuff, and you're like, no, hold the horses. Nobody's going home yet. We still have stuff we have to deal with. And I'm like,
we have to wait till after Thanksgiving till we find out who the president is. And that's exactly what we did.
That's what it was.
That was just, and it was going to be Bush anyway, but Gore just could not let it go. And then people who like him wonder why people who hate him hate him. It's like, are you kidding me? Go back and look at what he did.
Well, the box will be camouflaged, have stealth bomber capabilities, and obviously have little mini laser turrets around it.
Yeah.
A lot of hilarious.
That's just, and he's just, so, yeah, I mean, that was just a friggin' fiasco. I blame my high blood pressure on that because I have to take medicine for it, and that's when I got diagnosed with that. I'm like, thank you very much, dude. This is your fault. And it was just, and now it's going on again, and I'm so glad I'm out of it. I'm so glad I'm out of it. I'm so glad I get to watch it from afar because I probably have a heart attack and die.
No, we're making fun of it, Darth Haber. We're making fun of it.
Yeah.
Like who could not forget the cringe spectacular with some of those kisses? Oh God! The humanity! Oh, the humanity!
Oh jeez! Or when Bill Clinton walks out to the theme of the Gladiator, and they're all going, "Yay! Yay!" It's like, really? It was so phony.
Yeah.
The styrofoam, pillars for Obama, and everyone else, the realistic people are seeing through this shit, and the idiots are going, "Yay! Yay!" It's like, oh God, I just can't. So yeah, I'm glad I'm out of it. I'm glad I don't. Our congressman won in this district. We met him by accident. We were at a gun show, and incidentally, we actually bought a gun that day, a Winchester 30-30, and it was a good price. I mean, it was. Rudy goes, "Should I do it?" And I'm like, "Look, you know what? I was okay. So we'll be eating ramen noodles for a week. Okay, do it."
Yes, indeed. Oh
And
God.
it's a nice.
Hey, ramen isn't bad. You just have to add some flavor to it.
That's a good hunting rifle.
Oh God, and yeah, it is a good rifle. It is a good hunting rifle. And we're walking through, and I see somebody standing there with like the sign saying Congressman, Scott Perry. And I see this tall guy. He looks like a former military guy. And I see these women, and I start talking to them, and pretty soon I'm like making best friends with them. And it's like, well, this is great. And I'm like, I'm back. They're dragging me back. No. But I have a feeling next election, I'm going to be out there doing stuff for them. I just know they got me because, strangely enough, the girl that handles our precinct keeps her horse at the same stable I keep mine. And we're friends. So it's like, yeah, Joanna, yeah, you need help? Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, okay, fine. Damn it. I didn't want to get involved. I don't want an ulcer. Because, you get anxiety. You get, when you're that close and you're into it.
Yeah. Oh God! Speaking of close and stupid, the Florida recount crap that should have been called already. Oh God!
Actually, DJ, there's some updates.
Well, one's game over. Thank God. The governor one is over.
The governor one's over with. They're not.
Yeah, but the Senate one's still going, even though it should be called. But
and the agricultural one's still going.
And no one cares about that one.
Well, what was it? Adam Putnam?
Yeah, he went.
Yeah. He. I remember him when I was working on the Hill. He was kind of an acolyte of Mr. Armies, so he would show up every once in a while. This red-haired dude, and I'd be like, "Who's he?" "Oh, that's Congressman Putnam." I was like, "He's a congressman? Really? Really?"
Well, I think that can be asked about a lot of them. And it's like, really? Really? You? Yeah. Oh, God.
Debbie Whataman Schultz, man. Poodle hair herself.
Shorts?
She should be in jail, actually, for some of the stuff she's pulled.
Shorty. I would have some stories, but I wouldn't be able to say them on the air for fear of getting sued.
Save them for private. It'll be fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna hit the rack because I don't know what time it is, but I'm fading, and
it is 9:16, so that's 10:16 your time.
No, actually, it is 9:16 here because I still live in Eastern. Oh yeah, it is.
No, it's 10:16 because I live in Central.
Shit. Okay.
It's a time of night. I think we've all had a fun time.
But anymore, 5 o'clock seems like 10 o'clock now.
Exactly. So there you go. There's some updated news on The Mandalorian. Yeah. The only news on episode 9 is sand. And more sand. Rumor news. It's stupid to even say Oscar Isaac's brother Mike could possibly have a cameo in episode 9, but that's pure rumor and speculation. I don't think anyone wants to see more Isaacs in the freaking episode 9. Oh, God.
That guy is in everything. You know the Vincent Van Gogh movie? He's in that. He's in that.
Hollywood loves him. They just love him.
Well, all his birthday and kiss ass. That's why. And I don't think he's that good of an actor. I really don't. I just like whatever. You know, I'm glad you like him. I don't. Okay. So anyway, all right. So I'm gonna hit the rack because I know tomorrow we're going to be digging out of this mess, and I'm gonna have to get the pickaxe and the shovel. So.
Yeah. Fun times had by all tomorrow in the morning after the night's snow. Wherever you may be, I'm sure there'll be some snow in the hills.
It's 8 inches of ice on it.
Yes, Steph likes her 8 inches. Okay, but I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't kill me. It's the zero effect.
Good night, guys.
Good night,
Steph.
Have a good night's sleep. There comes Sassy Bonnie.
And more news on episode 9.
Sassy.
It's gonna fail.
Oh, God. Come, a little more sass than that, though. Oh, God. Oh, God, I know, exactly, Depensic. Man alive. Will the pain stop? I don't know, we'll find out, won't we? God. All right, good stuff.
The pain will stop when Roundhead and Crazy KK finally drop down off from Disney and decide to call it a day.
Yes. Or Twitter bans. Fucking right. Well, that's never going to happen. So, yay. I mean, this thing called the mute button for Rian Johnson after we don't have to deal with him anymore. And I'll be happy on that day. Because I don't have to see terrible movies like Knives Out. Oh, wait. Which I'm still not going to watch. It was bad enough watching his music video. My God. That's enough of a hit. I don't know what happened to him. Looper was not that terrible. To me, it was only the ending of Looper that bothered me. So to go from there to this, his ego has absorbed him completely, and it's depressing.
Okay,
stuff happens.
DJD, I know you're a vampire, but why would you torture yourself by watching a video done by Roundhead? And a music one at that.
Because of the giggles, I had to make fun of it. It was perfect. And also I like Sissy SpaceX. So I had to check it out just to make fun of that, to see what it had become of her. And then I was like, my God, completely misused of an Academy Award winning good actress.
Yeah, whenever I see Roundhead or KK involved in it, I run the other direction fast.
Well, at this point in time, I mean, that's the only way to really. It's why Knives Out is going to probably ruin a lot of careers, pretty much.
Yeah, they're a nightmare waiting to happen in reality with your eyes open.
Well, this is something kind of way off the subject. Mazurus was talking about he has type 2 diabetes, and Adam Chawan has type 1, and I'm also type 2. And just something, I don't know if you guys have tried or not. I take metformin, but I totally got off metformin because if you eat 5 ounces of protein, 5 ounces of carb, and 1 ounce of fat every 3 hours, you eat every 3 hours, and I've done it, you can come off, you stabilize your sugar that way. You know how they always tell you don't eat right before bed? Well, yes, before bed, because you keep you stabilize your blood sugar by eating every 3 hours. You can actually control your levels of blood sugar, and I've done it. So
another good thing too, Ron, is if you can stand lemons or limes or oranges, if you cut that up and stick it in some water especially with lemon, if you put like mint or cucumber with it, let it sit overnight and then take them out and then drink that water once a day before you do anything else. That'll also help with high blood pressure and high sugar. Mike told me that, and my husband's been doing it. He has both. And when he went to the doctor this last time, she actually said his A1C was down since he started drinking it.
That's really good. Cool.
I came totally off my medication. I started doing but it's key that you do every 3 hours. And if you can't eat every 3 hours, then do a good protein shake. Mark McDonald, who is actually on the Diabetic National Council, he also is on CNN as their health person. But I know him personally, and I got started with this, and within I would want to say 7 months, I was totally off my medication. My blood sugars were stable, and by doing that every 3 hours, you eat a protein, carb, and 1 ounce of fat every 3 hours. Also, like you can do a protein bar too. You can eat anything you want. You're not restricted, and but you got to stay within the ounces. And then what do I want to say? Oh, protein bars. There's a couple of good types out there. You want them high protein, low carbs on the protein bars. Quest is one good one, and then Crunch. I want to say, what are they? Crunch. There's another one that actually I like it better than Quest. But yeah, you can if you guys have any questions about that or want to do anything, I'd be happy to send literature out to you guys because diabetes is really tough. I know it is.
Yeah, I do know that lemon water does help because his blood sugar and his blood pressure were both down, and his doctor told him to keep drinking it. So yeah, but yeah, send me some of that information, Ron, because that probably will help him even more. But yeah, she said his A1C was down and his blood pressure was down. So she told him to keep drinking it. And he drinks like 1 glass every day before he eats anything or drinks anything for the rest of the day. So, and
before I started this program, my A1C, well, even on when I first got diagnosed, my A1C was over 11. And then after I started doing this program, eating every 3 hours, it's really, there's not really too much to do except protein shakes. When I went in for my A1C, I got my A1C down to 5.25 and totally off my medication.
Good, because he's on metformin right now. He takes it twice a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he works hard at it, but it's kind of difficult for him with the eating schedule. But I mean, he could do the protein drinks because he works third shift, so he sleeps at 12 in the afternoon until like 8 at night. So he'll just have to switch the way he does things.
I was laughing at that, but Deep said, "Ron, can you help me with the gas caused by the Last Jedi?"
Wow.
That was good.
Oh God.
That was good. Hey, James has been in here. Ron, send me an invite. Send me an invite. Send me an invite. Well, James, I sent you an invite like over a half hour ago. And you haven't gotten on here. I think you built up too much beer pyramid there.
Oh God. Wow.
Hey, Toriel, how you doing?
Hi, Toriel.
Hi, Torio.
And if I sound like I'm drowning, it's because I am still driving, but talking too.
With your window down, smoking a cigarette. We know.
I couldn't help it. I get bored going home. I need to talk.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, indeed.
You're good. I don't have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thankful I'm not where Steph is. I've had rain every day, all day for a week straight, but I'd rather have the rain than the snow any day of the week.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy with that. But I get a week break because according to the weather, we're not going to get rain again until next week on Friday. So I can live with that.
Yes, it does sound a little bit like you're in a fishbowl.
Yes, it's because I'm inside the car.
Water.
But it's also the quietest place I have right now.
Exactly. It's very quiet and screen sounding, slow TV. Some people like that. You know, the peaceful sounds in the background.
Yeah, well, the thing is my aunt can't hear, so she has to blare the TV. So I have to like go hide in her room, and then she'll come in there and start talking to the cats and the dog. And it's like she does it out of nowhere, so I'm not expecting it. So I don't have time to mute it before she starts talking. And I'm like, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, until I can get my place finished, I'm just going to have to work around it, I guess.
I could have sworn. See, I know I've definitely got a cold on the medicine because I thought Sebi had said he was in an ice cream storm. I was gonna ask him. So what flavor is it? Is it vanilla, strawberry, or chocolate?
Wow!
That's it. NyQuil, that stuff's strong. That's
I can tell you were all stuffed up on your show today.
Oh God, yeah, you could hear my throat was like, oh man, I don't want to say it because it'll be cringe as hell, but yeah, when the allergies and the cold are going, it's not fun. It resembles some kind of space alien.
James was on and he muted himself. So.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I'm unmuted. What's happening?
Hey, James.
I sent you this like over a half hour ago. You showed how much you're paying attention.
It's like old times.
Does it still sound like a fishbowl?
I don't have quite the beer pyramid going yet, but I'm working on it.
Yeah.
So does it sound better now?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I parked the car. Okay, I gotta mute it because I'm going in the house and I can see the dogs outside, which means my aunt is still awake. So I gotta find a quiet room. So I'll be right back.
She's gonna find a quiet room with padding.
She's gonna find her special safe space.
Yeah, I think that's what I need. My special space, my special safe place with all the padding.
Safe space. I got it. You know what? I think we should get that one for Craig as a t-shirt.
Yes.
Safe space.
Yes.
It's just gonna be about outer space in space. It'll be like the Revenge of the Nerds room. I almost said something else attached to it, which would have gone too far. But yes, that amazing room where the nerd has a lot of fun with the cheerleader. It's got like neon stars in it and stuff. And
to catch Tariel up on this, she was asked about Craig, and what we're doing is, Craig's out. He's on medication stuff, but he's been in chats, a couple chats already. We're staying off his channel. So if he needs to come on, he'll come on and do a show, or if he wants us to do a show, he'll ask us. Bonnie couldn't get a hold of, hasn't talked to him for the last couple of days. Probably because the in-home nurse has got him medicated up, but if he wants to do a show, he'll do a show, and then Mondays we'll just, like, if we don't hear from him or whatever, or we do hear from him and he's not doing the show, we'll just do updates, probably here, or if somebody else wants to do it on our channel, we'll try to just do them here or wherever.
Yeah.
You've been getting a lot of views, Ron. I mean,
that's thanks to DJ.
Yeah, well,
nah, man, that's you. You're badass.
No, you're the badass. I'm here.
I'm okay promoting things. It's about it.
Hey, man, I got 4 subs. Four is better than none.
It's about the team. Oh, sorry about that.
DJ D's taking one for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take all them fiery death threats. I'll be fine. I'm a vampire. I'll just teleport somewhere else.
I am going to do this comment.
Balls. I don't know. So the furries feel a lot better when they're shoving them up somewhere at a convention. There you go, Defensic. Enjoy that answer.
Yeah, Defensic said, "Why is there fuzz on the tennis ball?"
It's called yiffing, ladies and gentlemen. So please do not go look that up. You'll get PTSD. Oh God.
I got PTSD from The Last Jedi, man.
Oh God, I
Start
think we all do.
Start that V8 engine up there, DJ.
Ouch! God, that would hurt a little bit. Oh, geez.
From last night, vroom, vroom, vroom.
Oh yeah. From the vroom, vroom, vroom. That was the hit.
It's not the goat's fault. Ron's thinking about GoBox again.
Darth Hammer, not tonight. I'll probably try to do them weekly. Maybe a couple times a week. I don't know. We'll see. As far as
Stieg, I believe.
Yeah, we'll see. As when I get people. I mean, it's going to be big. Plus, the holidays are coming up too. So we got Thanksgiving coming up, and yeah, we'll see. But I'm going to try to at least do one a week. And get different guests, that want to do it with me.
I'll go on, Ask Yoda.
You won't know the questions, so
it's okay. I'll just probably be the fastest kicked off.
You can't be. That's what DJ thought. He was going to be the fastest kicked off, but I wouldn't let him off that easy.
No one will ever beat Mike's record. I think no one will ever defeat Mike.
You were on over 2 minutes more than Mike.
I just have to say that I think it's interesting all the uses that DJ D finds out with fuzzy tennis balls.
Yes. Indeed. So many uses. That's the 1980s. Damn.
Here's a little tidbit for everybody that he said the last question that I stumped him on and I won. I never gave the answer except offline to DJ. Why a male giraffe will headbutt a female giraffe in her
bladder.
In her bladder. Why do they do that? That's the question. And the answer to that is until the female pees. And the answer to that is the male will lick the pee, taste the pee. And that's how he tells if she's ovulating or not. If she's ovulating, then they go at it.
Yoda must be doing some serious research. He's like checking out the Jedi archives and shit.
So in case anybody was wondering what the answer to that question was.
Yes. It was mating ritual type stuff. Indeed.
Too many fuzzy tennis balls.
Urination and a taste test and mounting. Yeah, that's a Pepsi challenge. I don't think I want to take. No.
I thought it was beer.
Oh God.
Defensic says Yoda has his finger in many holocrons.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah. Well, I knew DJ would be a challenge. I knew he would he'd try to mess me up somehow or another, but I got him in the end.
Yes, indeed. He did it. Yoda did indeed beat Palpatine.
Yes, I went there. Disclaimer.
Lots
I wonder how many fingers are uncomfortable among Yoda's species when they mate.
That was fucking hilarious. I have to say. Discipline. disappointed I am in you, DJD.
Indeed. Skywalker. There's another one. Maybe 2 or 3.
I'm not interested in what you do with fuzzy tennis balls.
Listen to you guys. Oh, man. You guys will be doing the Yoda show without me. There you go.
Oh crap! I thought that was Ron for a second.
No, that was James.
Yeah, wow, that's a really good one, James. I thought it was Ron.
Yeah, he did good.
Yeah.
Darth Hammer says Yoda at DJD show are both elemental beings and the same age. That should have been a level playing field.
Oh, Lord.
Oh God.
Steal my thunder, you do.
Night, Sebastian.
Night, Sebastian.
Sab going. Night, Sab.
I can't wait till spoilers for episode 9. Snoke, possibly a rumor, explodes out of a cocoon. Sure. Oh God. Why?
Oh, the Seb was sick too, huh? I guess I didn't read that. NyQuil coma. Okay, NyQuil coma. He's gonna have a NyQuil coma.
Die-hard Star Wars fans will buy, and then no one's gonna buy the original trilogy DVDs and Blu-rays anymore when they come out in special rainbow color edition. Oh God!
Don't overstress yourself now. You'll be like in The Princess Bride when he plays that game. He's like the drinking game where the poison's in there. You're like, nobody can be Sicilian. I'm Sicilian, and all of a sudden, clunk.
Yep, exactly. I've had that one quoted at me a few times lately.
So Deep Insect says, when storming a French castle, should you take more tennis balls or coconuts?
Tennis balls are a lot lighter to carry, so you could take more tennis balls than you could coconuts.
But I think I'd rather take more coconuts because Craig's a coconut and he'd be a better one to have on your side.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
It really would depend on the kind of castle, actually.
Yeah, but now if you're referring as the tennis balls to Yoda and the coconut to Greg, Yoda has the Force, so I'd take Yoda.
Yeah, that one cracked me up too. he was gonna answer us because he thought it was in Hangouts. Mind tricked him. We have, yes, indeed.
Oh God, that was good.
The power of the dark side. Indeed.
Oh man.
You want to come on, Miz? You want to come on and answer? I mean, if you're trying to already pick up the mic, you might as well come on and answer.
That was good.
It makes logical sense, though. I've been hanging out so much lately.
Is Toys R Us coming on?
I don't know. After work in 5 minutes. You sent him the link last time, didn't you, DJ?
Huh?
Didn't you send him the link last time?
Yes, indeed.
All right. I'm going to let you do it again.
All right, cool. So, yeah, put it in Hangouts. I'll do it again.
Yeah, I just did.
In the meantime, I'll get to go see what all hell breaking loose on the Twitter.
Yeah.
I've been staying off lately because I just haven't had time, really. That's the whole real reason. It wasn't like the void crap. It's just, even though all hells are breaking loose there lately, apparently with the Stan Lee thing, which I've stayed out of. That's why when somebody referred to it to me today, I was like, what? What stupid thing that Mark Hamill and Stan Lee and Brevoort doing? And I had to go check it. I was like, oh, they did indeed say stupid things. Again, Brevoort is of his own accord, where this is on the Marvel Comics side, to those that don't know. And then on the other side of things was the Mark Hamill thing, saying stupid things. And he can say whatever he wants. I mean, if they're pushing it one way or the other to emphasize things politically, whatever. But yeah, you're right. He's always been a lefty-leaning person. And I'm not, he can say whatever he wants. It's a free freaking country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got I was just going to say Ron and Tom Brady are trending.
All right, I got it queued up so I can send Mazarius the linky. All righty. Krieg the Caveman. Oh, another fun news, because a few people have said it lately. And this is a good question. I didn't even know these apparently existed. Apparently, there's such a thing as professional YouTubers versus unprofessional YouTubers. So I found that very funny. And then a group of us were cracking up over it because, my God, even the biggest YouTubers on the planet, T-Series, freaking DeFranco, my God, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, etc., do not consider themselves professional YouTubers. It's like, do we have to wear a coat and tie to go to work? What the fuck? This isn't accounting. I'm not going to be a lawyer. What do you think? I'm going to do brain surgery on YouTube? No. So what are you talking about? Professional YouTubers? Jesus God. Oh, man. I act like professional. Like, yes, this is about fucking pure insanity. And we're back in call of 12-year-olds, for God's sakes, because those are the ones who rule YouTube with an iron fist. They really control YouTube. And women. That's all social media universally on the internet, except for apparently TikTok. That's the only place where apparently men control it for some inexplicable reason. I don't get how that one happened, but sure. Maybe that's just for now, since it's new. Oh, man. That's true. I mean, if you think about it, who basically controls Twitter? It's women and 12-year-olds. That's or 15-year-olds or whatever. That's and popularity contest. And it's always going to be that way because they're always the bulk of the population that's going to be on social media. Because the rest of everyone else that's much older has this thing called wait for a job. So, I mean, more often than not, the reason why my show is scheduled around where it is because it's around lunchtime, so I can get away with it.
Yeah, and I get to catch your show every now and then.
Yeah, exactly. Do the same thing, lunchtime.
Well, and then I can listen. I got my earplug, and in my office. I plug it in, but I get really crappy reception in there too sometimes. So it's like in and out, in and out.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so I usually try to go outside.
Yeah, I got you.
It's too damn cold to go outside today.
Yes, obviously. It was nippy in a hurry tonight. I almost said the joke earlier, but I was going to say it now. The nipples were so cold, I mean, you could make some milkshakes in Star Wars Town. I mean, pretty easily. Oh my! Oh, Merry Christmas! Would you like some Star Wars milkshakes? You get where the milk came from.
I think James muted himself because he knocked over his beer pyramid, and Bonnie's in her safe room bouncing off the padded walls.
Oh God!
No, I'm here. I had to let the dog back outside. And Ron, why do you have two pictures of you up? One's muted and one's not.
Because I'm just that damn good.
Yoda cloned himself.
I Yoda cloned. I used Luke's can. Luke's hand, I used Yoda's hand and cloned Yoda.
Okay.
I got it mastered now. Now I can go after Luke. Now that I got Yoda down, I can go after Luke.
So now on a more serious note, guys, please keep my neighbor in your thoughts. She's in her 80s and she just went to the doctor. It's not as bad as it could be, but she went to the doctor. My aunt works for her. She went to her doctor's appointment and she went in and they had to do a skin graft on her face because she had melanoma cancer.
Oh God!
Oh jeez.
Okay,
yeah, but they got it all. They got it all. But they're going to have to do skin grafting to replace her cheek where they had to take it off.
They got it. So
yes, so they got it all. So like I said, it's not as bad as it could be, but just keep her in your thoughts and prayers because, you know, this stuff, like I said, it's hitting me from every direction. And this lady, I love her like a grandma. So
well, I don't know if this depends on her sense of humor, but make sure to tell her Nicolas Cage might be winning an Academy Award next year, so maybe that'll make her feel better from that movie about that kind of
maybe
sense of humor, you know.
Yep. But yeah, she's doing great. Before I left, she had come over to visit and she's doing fine. But the cancer thing, it seems like it's coming out of the woodworks now more than ever. So
obviously it's all the radiation in the atmosphere, let alone in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to go somewhere, right?
Yes, it did. But yeah, she's doing better. As a matter of fact, she talked to one of her family members tonight who was crying, and she's like, "Stop crying, I'm fine."
Yeah, she survived it.
Okay.
Like I said,
and she was sitting next to me on the couch, and she cracked me on the arm, and she goes, "You don't even care." I said, "I do care." She said, "You're not crying." I said, "No, I don't want to cry anymore. I've cried enough."
I had something funny. Guy I went to school with. I mean, we grew up together, and his older brother actually lived down here in Pensacola and worked on base. Mm-hmm. And he made a post today. He said, and it was, prayers for my brother Tom today. He was rushed to surgery this morning for an emergency appendectomy. Doctors say the surgery went well, but now it's a waiting game to see if his body rejects it. And you look at all the comments, and it's like, we're praying for you and all this other stuff. And then his brother comes on, Tom. He says, he posted a big middle finger because if you slow down and you read it, it's an emergency add a dick to me. Like he was getting the surgery to add a dick to him. So then everybody's like,
I knew for some reason Ron liked dick, but it's not his fault.
So everybody was giving him prayers, and then when he said, "Read it slow," and then they're going back. They're like, "Bob, you're an asshole. You're an asshole," and his brother's flipping him off. You're a dickhead.
It's not the goat's fault, Ron.
Do you get all those beer cans back up on the pyramid that you knocked over?
Oh God!
I'm working on it, but I'm not quite there
yet. Oh God!
Fun times had by all.
Indeed. Yeah, good stuff. How many hours have we been on? Let me check. Alrighty. No, that's not that bad. All right. I thought it was longer. All right, cool. Yeah, I think we've exhausted all topics. Any questions from the audience? We obviously have a panel capable of answering all questions in the universe. The wisdom is definitely spread far and wide. God dang, I think we put him to sleep. There's 13 people watching, but really saying anything. Maybe it's my phone. Let me get back in and out. Alrighty.
Had to go get rid of some coffee.
Yeah, I got you. No, that was just full on dead everything for a while. Let me see. There's that going on. There's that over there. There's us. I'm waiting for some questions. No, there's still no questions for the audience, or my live chat died. One or the other. Maybe I'm lagging. Last thing I saw was prayers for her. Okay, now I saw the rest. Checking for your link, DJD. Don't see it on Twitter. Did you send it over email? Oh, okay. Did you give me the link for Bizarius?
Oh, here I am answering you, and it's like, oh,
okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I think that's a new one. Alrighty. Hey, give me a second. Alrighty then, here we go. Freshly squeezed. Hopefully that's the one. There you go. Yeah, there you go, Bizarius. I think I had a little bit of lag because it's like the chat was.
I think everybody's getting tired of us.
No, we're fine. It's just like I said, I'm having a little bit of lag there because there was a delay between when I asked the question and.
No, I'm talking about we're down to 12 now. I think everybody.
My name is Sal Rosenberg, and I'm going to pound sand up my ass.
Oh God!
Get the little bunny spot.
Oh,
Ray's gone to the dark side. Yes. Well, that's my guess of some of the supposed leaked artwork that it seems like she's getting a little corruption on her neck area. So I have to go hunt that down to absolutely make sure that that's true. So
Tuna box disclaimer.
Yeah, see. Oh God. Yeah, you don't want a dark side tuna box. That's the next level. Dude, that's a bad tuna right there. No, you don't. Stay away from the bad tuna box. That's even worse. Oh God.
Turn to the dark side.
Yeah, that would be some dark tuna meat right there. That's for sure. That's for sure. God. Oh man. Oh God.
Yeah, reminds me of the old "Where's the beef" commercial.
Oh, so easy.
Craig. I can't wait till he's back so we can unleash some new fun jokes.
How's my volume, gents?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay, this is Saul Rosenberg. I can't see through my glasses.
A little bit louder, tiny bit.
A little bit louder.
A little bit louder?
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
Just a second. I guess that's as high as I can go.
Yeah, that's fine. We heard you.
That's funny. You picked up the mic to answer us. You weren't even on.
Really quick, can somebody read what Darth Hammer wrote?
Let me see.
He wrote, at James Clark, can you read this, please? Oh, go ahead. Read it. You're being requested to read something, James.
I can't even see the chat, man. I don't know how to pick up the chat.
It says Joe Egan and Jerry Rafferty were a duo known as Steelers Wheel when they recorded this. What's that? Dylan-esque pop bubblegum favorite from April of 1974.
Sweet. I'll have to check that out.
Is that like a quiz, or are you just stating a general fact?
That's what Darth
It's like you'd like to go check that out because it's a cool
because it's been a while.
Well, it's Stephen Wright from Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out sometime.
Euler Greg, stuffed pork with porglet gravy yum. Oh boy, you know what that means when people, Mike always says, when people start talking about porgs,
Alyssa's gonna run for the border and get some Taco Bell.
You know, the chat's dying.
That is accurate indeed. I'd say give a nice tight 10 for Mazarius there. 15 minutes of fun.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have
it's not the goat's fault.
It's exactly. It's not the goat's fault. The goat does not have to be sacrificed. It's raised naughty tuna box. It's caused all this mayhem. so much evil force power. She's slowly gaining through inertia. That tuna box in the sands of Jordan. God.
Crikey. I was going to get me a tuna box.
Instead of hamburger helper, it's tuna box helper.
Oh, God.
Well, there is tuna helper, so it's not that far of a stretch.
Oh, God, that's right.
I remember to request that at Save-A-Lot.
Hey, it's D. Carey. Cool. Right off the bat, he said something offensive. Nice. I'm joking now. He says hi all.
Disclaimer.
Lots of disclaimers. God.
It might get, I mean, someday it might, when you say hi, that could be taken offensive.
Yeah, that could be like.
Some people do think it's offensive if you say hi to them.
Yeah, like what Bonnie just said with hi DC, that could be misconstrued as Dick Cave or something else.
Oh, Lord help us. Lord help us.
I agree, DJD. Every dick should have a cave, you know.
Every rose has its thorn. I mean, why not every dick? It's like Dick Grayson. Hey, Dick Grayson has the Bat Cave to hang out in. So there you go.
Ron Slow Luke's.
Man.
I thought it was supposed to be Clone Luke's hand, Dikari. Now it's a Slow Luke's hand. Or maybe
we don't want to know what you're doing with Luke's clone hand, Ron.
I don't know. I got the cloning of Yoda down.
That's just a joke. It's not going to be a permanent thing.
That was a good show last night.
Yes. According to yet again, Iger saying it yet again, Deadpool is going to be Deadpool because they don't want to lose money, but everything else is going to be pretty much the adult fare from Disney will be on Hulu. He reiterated it again, I believe, in the quarterly report. Anything that's family friendly will be on Disney that have the Disney label. So
see, that's why that's exactly why I think
yeah, I know.
It's not going to be good like we want.
That's exactly why Disney's going to be living, heaping, smelling shit streams, you know.
Exactly, just like all the roads of Norway.
FNN update. Stig just woke up. First thing he heard was DJD's voice. It's just sad.
I know.
It's like I'm gonna graze your arm with the lightsaber, but I won't cut it off or anything. You know, I'll be respectful. You know, that's Disney.
Precisely. We'll respectfully cut your dick off. We will go full, full dick. Just half of it off. We'll leave you at least 3 inches.
Would you say full dick exposure?
You gotta be pretty precise to take out a pork dick.
Exactly. Okay, so apparently we're getting more viewers now that we're talking about dick. So I guess Dick Cabot And let alone, the big switchback went on Bewitched, where they switched Dicks midstream on that show. I mean, I think did you think you were going to be able to fool people by switching dicks in the middle of the show? No, but everyone noticed. And that's what we had.
You gotta stop, man, because you're getting Ron excited.
I know.
Actually, I think maybe that's why Stig came on, because he said new people are coming on, and Stig was the last one to come on, and there you go.
Well, Dick is always trending.
Always trending.
And man, what's up, man?
Yeah.
I like the Kip Duran painting, man. It's cool.
Yeah, like I said the other night, he's my favorite non-Skywalker Jedi from the EU.
Yeah, I paint all kinds of shit, man. I got all kinds of shit I can show you guys.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, we definitely should have a show with it, just showing your artwork.
Anything's better than a Disney shit show.
Yes.
Want to hear me shit?
Cool. Well, Bobby? Bobby?
Bobby's World.
Well, I tell you, I tell you.
I wanted to continue, but this could have gone into something very pornographic.
Hey, how was your walk home from work, Maze?
Oh man, it was hard. To the toilet and back, man, I couldn't stand it.
Oh man, I don't know why you're your volume's so low.
Yeah, it normally is a lot louder, but it could be other factors, so whatever.
Hang on a second, I'm gonna.
I wish there was a way I could
Yeah, no, there's no way for us.
Oh, wait. Let me see if this works. Talk again.
How's that? Is that any different?
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
I
can hear you.
I turned up the master volume on my mixing board. That's probably what did it.
And I turned up the volume on this side too. I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah. So that did it. Cool. Yeah, he sounds
we're good
now.
Okay, back to the impersonation I was doing when I came in.
This is Saul Rosenberg, and I can't see through my goddamn glasses.
Did you know the actor that does that voice is the same dude that does Mort on Family Guy? It's the same guy.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes, indeed.
So everybody else seemed to know that. I didn't know that, so I'm the dumbass in the room.
No, I didn't know it.
It's because I'm a fan of the shows.
No, you're not the dumbass, Ron, because the one that's got to go out to their car to get their cigarettes when it's like 20 degrees and snow fucking coming down, that's the dumbass.
So you're talking about yourself?
Exactly.
Ooh.
That's very sad.
No, man, I've been out in that shit all day. It's been like freezing rain and snow and shit,
Was it going sideways?
Welcome to Ohio.
Wow. Now, why do they say, did I ever leave Ohio? You would think the main thing to do is leave Ohio because it's a fiery hellhole sometimes. At least I've been told. Residents.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Indeed.
I have a friend that lives in Cincinnati, man.
Oh, cool. The Bungles. Someday they'll stop sucking so bad. I don't know what decade that'll be.
I hear the Browns are starting to do good.
They've got some talent on the team.
I'm a fair weather fan. I watch if they're winning. That's about it.
Dude, the Dog Pound is amazing. Good group of fans. But unfortunately, they've been rewarded for their loyalty all those decades, sadly.
So, does anybody have any idea on some content that I could put up on my channel? I'm trying to come up with some ideas other than Star Wars, because everybody's doing Star Wars, and I don't want to repeat the same thing everybody's already hearing.
I'm thinking the fashion of Star Wars.
Craig's last threat to kick Alyssa's boyfriend's ass or something.
I would do a parody show.
I'm kidding, Bonnie.
Like do a parody show of, you trying to get a hold of Craig, and then you're all distressed, and then you're trying to get a hold of Mike, and you can't get a hold of Mike, and then you're trying to get a hold of me, and you can't get a hold of none of us, and you're going crazy trying to get a hold of everybody. That would be awesome.
Yes.
Make a comedy out of it.
Yeah, I could do that.
I would just do a video of how many less viewers Mad Talk gets than Ron Navy.
No,
we're not going there.
Not on that subject.
No,
not touching that subject.
No, just let it go.
Yep, that is in the past, and it's peaceful. Let's let it go.
I could talk about how funny it is that I only have like a few videos up on my channel, and I only have like a couple that have thumbs up. The rest are, and all the videos pretty much have like 15, 16 thumbs down.
I'm only going to let it go because Brother Krieg asked me to let it go.
We're not
talking about any of that. But yeah, my videos, most of them have like 15, 16 thumbs down.
Most of your videos?
Yep. And most of them are the new videos.
Go into Sith mode.
I always thumbs up your videos, Bonnie.
Yeah, I'll get in there and do that too.
Hey, somebody left me a comment today on the Yoda one. Said, Ron Navy, get the dick out of your mouth. I looked at that channel and it was like,
was that Craig? Because he would say something like that.
No, because Craig would be himself and say it.
The YouTube username was Up Yours. That was the username.
Up Yours with zero content on their channel and all that. So I just deleted the comment. I mean, if they would have come in bed and they would have just used the regular stuff, I just would have left it up there. But if you're going to use a troll account, then I'm not going to there.
Well, we all roast Ron Navy, but that's a little rough.
Yes. Well, the reason I don't do it is because, hey, what's up, Mad Talk?
Hey, Mad Talk. Let's see. Announced the Craig fundraiser set for this Sunday. Anyone is welcome to join us. All right, we'll get the word out, Zach, on that. Appreciate that. You coming in here and letting us know. Do you know about what time Sunday or?
Yeah, so we can promote it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't do it, Mad Talk, but my mom's bringing my kids up and they stay with my mom. So I usually only get to see them over the summer. And when she said she was bringing them up this weekend, I told her that was fine because I really wanted to see them.
I'll be there, Mad Talk. I have to work that day, but it's slow on Sundays. I can just
7 p.m. Pacific, so that'll be 9 my time, 10 o'clock Eastern time.
And thank you, Mad Talk, for retweeting that out today on Twitter about Craig's GoFundMe and PayPal. I appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Very cool.
Getting that word out there.
Okay, for everybody who's just come in, who hasn't been in earlier on when I announced this, we're not going to do Thursday night shows unless Craig asks us to. We will do Monday, but we're not going to go on his channel unless he asks us to do that, because that way when he comes back, everybody knows it's him and not somebody filling in for him. And I did try to contact him for the last 2 days with no response, but it's because he's been doing physical therapy, and he said with his nurse, he slid by on the medication a couple times, but he knew she wasn't going to let him stick with that. So it's probably got him kind of loopy. So I know he's fine, so that's good. But I just kind of wanted to fill everybody in on that.
A sensible way to handle the show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a and then you're gonna also go on Twitter and retweet out the times for the charity fundraiser that Mad Talk's gonna do Sunday. Bonnie.
Yes. Well,
yeah, I will definitely do that.
I'll do that on my Twitter.
Yeah, I will definitely do that, and I'll also put it up on Facebook and on Instagram if I can get it up there.
Yeah, and I'll put it on my Twitter also, and even do maybe do a short video on the channel just saying, hey, on Sunday this time, Mad Talk TV is running a fundraiser for Craig, Reviews for You, and get the word out too on a quick video to all the subs. So, all right. That's awesome to hear. That is awesome. Yeah. Appreciate that.
That's good to hear.
That's awesome news.
This is Mike Zero. I thank you all for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated.
Oh my God, you almost sound like him, man.
Yeah, he does it scary.
Today we go over The Last Jedi. The way he emphasizes shit.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, it definitely does sound like Mike Zero.
Yeah.
He can like teleport you from the future.
I love your Godfather voice. Do some of your Godfather stuff. That was hilarious. That was like spot on.
Yes.
Well, Navy, what have I ever done to make you treat me so disrespectfully? You come on this show, you don't shake my hand. You don't even think to call me Godfather.
I'm sorry, Godfather.
Oiler Greg says, I just put up a new video. Mike Zero visited me today. Kinda.
He must have had a sex dream about him.
Yeah,
or something.
that's what I was gonna say. He had a dream about him.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, OG.
Thank you, Mad Talk. You take it easy too.
Appreciate it, Mad Talk.
Yeah, peace, man.
I think what bugs me the most about that guy's lexicon is the way he repeats full titles of movies and shit over and over again. It's like he's drafting legal documentation and it has to be just perfect. He'll say like Star Wars The Last Jedi over and over and over again in one single like 5-minute nickel and dime video.
So, Maze, do you like have your own show or what?
No. I considered going into voice acting a few years ago, but that's a really cutthroat industry.
Yes.
I like your impersonations, man.
I would say just listen to Doomcock often and try to pick up on what he's doing. That'll slowly get you there.
I would just say, get the little bunny spot.
What?
Just do your own little show on YouTube, and that also help you. That way you can get
Hey, you know, I might go like from 4 to 5 subs. You know,
exactly.
When you guys get the fan film going, I'll do all the like off-camera voices and shit. Anything creature that needs a voice, I'll volunteer myself for that.
If you want to see like, you know, my novel and shit, check out my channel. It's on there.
Yeah, I need to do that. I couldn't find your channel the other day because I couldn't find your name to click on the channel.
I could have used your voice in my the Star Wars The Shroud video that I did.
Yes.
Did you see that one, Maze?
What was it called again?
The Shroud. I think was it. Let's see.
No, but I'll go look at it.
What the hell is that?
Let's go over Star Wars when it comes to Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I like pew pew pew.
Yeah, I could have used some good voices on that video.
Cool.
I got much love for all you guys, brother. You know.
Oh God, Steve Johnson. Wet dreams never dry.
So
okay, guys. I posted on Twitter and on Facebook about the show Sunday.
Okay,
right.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll put it on a couple of Discords.
So DJD, what's this PewDiePie shit? What is that?
That's a YouTuber.
Yeah. Like they got like fucking. They got like 1 million viewers and shit. What's up with that?
I think he's got more than that. He's got a lot more than that.
More like 70 million viewers. Yeah, 70 million plus viewers. He's a very nice gentleman. Sometimes they've accused him of being racist, but it's because he's joking and they don't get the joke. That's kind of like the one video I did, making fun of the fact that they were getting upset with him because he jokingly said, "I'm getting into a crappy Volvo." And then they thought he was sponsoring Volvo because he mentioned it. So there was a full news article about it. And then he said, "No, I'm not sponsoring Volvo." So then they accused him, "Oh, so it's Saab sponsoring you." And it's like, no, it's not Saab. So that leads to my joke of it's like, God, what the hell?
Kind of like fun times had by all.
That hurt my ears. Hey, Maze, it was actually called The Fourth Shroud.
What was it? Just like a sort of...
Yeah, it's like an 11-minute video. It's a story. Basically, it is, right after Revenge of the Sith, when, Anakin becomes Vader in the suit, and it goes from that period all the way forward, and it basically it's about why Vader was never able to feel Luke or Leia in the Force until until later on in their lives, until when he actually, was Empire Strikes Back, when he first felt, found out about him. It explains how that happened. Why?
DJ, I just sent you a message on Twitter.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to try and find it here.
Yeah. So, but I was like I did Yoda. I mean, Yoda was okay, and Palpatine was okay. Vader sucked. Qui-Gon sucked. Obi-Wan sucked. I did Jar Jar all right, but yeah, the other voices kind of sucked. I can't do a Qui-Gon.
Let's see.
Indeed.
Lately, I've actually been trying
Indeed. Yes. Oh my.
Lately, I've been trying to get a loose version of Trump, and it's strictly meant to be humorous. It's not meant to sound like him. He likes the word people. I like people.
Yeah.
I like that.
Maze, I just don't understand, man. You got all these soundboards and a mic and shit, and you're quiet for some reason.
Again?
I can hear him quiet.
Oh, now you sound better.
Okay. I just need to hold the mic at a certain distance. Sorry. I'm also used to having a mic stand. In this case, I'm having to hold it in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, punk. Make my day.
Do you feel lucky? Well, do you?
That wasn't
Man, that's where this Mandalorian's like taking all this shit from the old Westerns and they're trying to do something with it. But
Mm-hmm.
It ain't what fucking fans want, you know.
True.
Well, as the ultimate Sith in the universe, I cannot state how much I hate fucking Disney.
No more cookies for you.
That's Mike there.
You've done well, Lord Vader.
We don't.
TK421, why aren't you at your post?
Remember tomorrow night is the EU, and I will be on the show tomorrow night.
What's that?
Yes,
I said
will, Bonnie.
tomorrow night is the EU on Let's Talk Star Wars, and I will be on there tomorrow night.
I'll check it out.
Oh, good time to miss it finally.
Oh, very funny, Ron. Actually, I will be talking about Luke and Mara Jade with the Survivor's Quest.
Nice.
Disappointed I am in you, Ron.
James.
What do you do with all these fuzzy tennis balls? Obviously, they're in your ear.
Oh, you're being nicer than I was. I had a better idea.
Well, he just said he couldn't hear Maz, so you know.
Yeah, that got kinky.
Strong in the forces, this one.
Oh, Lord.
You're Jedi now.
Okay. Darth Hammer asked Mazarus a question.
Yeah,
what are your favorite EU books, and which stories would you like to see adapted to film the most?
We would have to go and just find new good actors for the whole thing, but I would really love to see the Jedi Academy trilogy and then cap it off with Darksaber. I've mentioned it multiple times, and so has Mike. Dark Empire was just such a damn good story, and it could be tied into Palpatine's whole BS lie to Anakin that he could resurrect people, which, I mean, it turned out being BS in the in episode 3, but in a manner of speaking, in Dark Empire, he did have a way to do it. It was called transfer essence, where he could transfer his spirit into a clone of himself, which would age rapidly, but he had like a whole fucking legion of clones of himself that he could jump into at any time. And he not only used that ability for saving himself, he used that ability to kill people who displeased him. Like there was this guy named Lemelisk that in the EU built the Death Star, and immediately after Luke blew it up, the Emperor brought him before this engineer before him, and he's like, "What? You know, why did the Death Star blow up?" And he's like, "My lord, there was a design flaw. What can I do to fix this?" And he's like, "You may die." So he puts him in this cage full of carnivorous beetles from the surface of Yavin 4, and they eat him alive. And Palpatine transfers his soul into a new body, and he just kind of stares at him very calmly and said, "You know, if you screw up, you're gonna die again." So by the end of Darksaber, this guy Lemelisk, you know, he gets caught by the New Republic, and I think Leia was the one that was saying, like, "You're going to be executed, you know that," and he's like, "Just make sure you do it right," because Palpatine wouldn't let him die. Yeah, he's a real bastard in these books.
Do it now.
Yes. You know what else is evil? Is one thing. Apparently, several Australian universities have banned sarcasm because it's a form of violence.
Wow.
Crikey, this one's a beaut.
Hurting my head, you are, DDD.
Oh, God. Yeah, I sent the link around. This is
Black Mamba.
This is so bad. Wow.
For me, my favorite EU books are about Luke and Mara Jade. Of course, I love the stories about them, but I don't ever want to see them on film as long as Disney owns it, because they will screw it up totally, completely. So yeah, if it's ever on film, I'd rather see it on fan film, because at least they get it right.
Whatever money they made from it, they better be giving it to the real Mara Jade.
That's who I want to see in the story if it's done. That's why I would rather it be a fan film, because then they could get with the real Mara Jade and portray it correctly.
Yes.
Imagine how they'd just handle her death. I can't even fathom what sort of bad writing would.
And they wouldn't have her with Luke, because that would screw up their whole storyline that they've already put out. So yeah, I'd rather see it done by a fan.
There would be no Ben.
Nope, there wouldn't be.
Out there. They probably call him Jake.
Ugh, I don't even want to think about that.
This is my son, Jake Skywalker.
Jaina, dude.
Stig says, I want a Mara Jade doll.
Oh, that's right. We need to get Craig no, not the Mara Jade doll, but the Padme Leia from Return of the Jedi doll.
You can ask Ron. That's better than a Rose Tico doll.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about the Tico.
Well, that's what EVS wants, I guess. Is
that would be EVS with that obsession. Oh God, that would be the EVS with that obsession.
Rose Tico.
I agree with Stig though. Stig definitely has good taste for Norwegian half Swedish meatball. Yeah,
yeah. I gotta have him on.
Yeah, Stig PewDiePie.
Stig Toriel says talk to OG. He's talking about the Padme bot already.
There you go. OG's got the hookup. He's got a full collection of bots in Texas. So, it's legal. Oh.
What the hell is that aluminum falcon?
Nice. Leathery burnt bacon, indeed.
Mara keeps asking about that. And I'm like, she's like, what's up with an aluminum falcon? I'm just like, wouldn't that just be a falcon?
Well, it's a
falcon
joke
made of aluminum, you know?
It's a joke from Robot Chicken, because the whole series. That's why I say the leathery burnt bacon thing, because Darth Vader's bitching at Palpatine, and he's in between trying to do his lunch orders. I was like, what you guys want today? You want soda? Maybe some Chinese.
You know what? Chewbacca gets hungry too, you know? I mean, he's got to eat.
And that is what turned me on the Porgs right there.
Yes.
I used to be with Alyssa protecting them, but then the more I thought about the fact that they let him eat humans but not a Porg, that pissed me off, and now I want to see the Porgs die.
Who's being Chewbacca? Oh my God. You just drowned out everybody there.
I did it once and then somebody else did it.
Yeah, I think James did it.
We
were
recreating the Christmas special.
It was like the attack on Kashyyyk, you know.
As I was saying, I used to like the Porgs and protect them like Alyssa, because they reminded me of the Ewoks. But after I thought about the fact that they made Chewie eat humans, but they wouldn't let him eat a Porg, pissed me off, and now I hate the Porgs and want them to die.
I have a renewed hatred of the Porgs. I can't remember if DJ D talked about it, but I heard somewhere very recently that Rian Johnson said that.
Oh yes, the Porg metamorphosis. Yeah,
that Rian Johnson said Pikachu looked like an evolved Porg or some shit.
Yes, that would be it. He said,
"Oh my God!"
Yeah, he said Porgs. You know, the evolution of eventually lead to Pikachus. And thus, he's already trying to kill that film. Obviously, he's so good at it. When you see the Pikachu film, just think of Porgs. Thanks to Ryan Johnson. Thanks to Ryan Johnson. Oh God!
I think he got the Porgs from way back in the Gremlins without the Gremlin ears. I think he formed it from the Gremlins and Gizmo.
Okay,
he stole everything.
Okay. First of all, a Porg could never be a Gremlin. And second of all, or a Mogwai for that matter. And second of all, Pikachu, hell fucking no. I love Pikachu. He better leave Pikachu the hell alone.
I guess you're gonna have to look at him on Twitter with the Ryan Johnson because he says it right there.
He might go good with bacon.
But he won't go good with beer.
Bonnie, the moral is never, ever, ever doubt that man can take any idea that you can possibly think of, even not Star Wars, and make it fucking worse.
Exactly why I don't follow him on Twitter and have nothing to do with him, because I'm not going to let him destroy anything else in my life other than he already has.
I don't even go on Twitter, so
hell no.
I just enjoy making fun of him on Twitter every Thursday.
Well, we kind of understand. We know the older generation. When you get to be 80, I mean, like you, James. I mean, you don't do social media too much.
Thursday Impressions not sponsored.
Yes, it's kind of like, oh God, he really said it. He basically said that Pikachu's an evolved Porg.
Oh,
Ryan Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Johnson.
It will never happen. Oh hell no! They don't even look anything like Pikachu's would look. No. I'm sorry. He needs to get hit. Man, that man is almost as dumb as freaking Crazy KK.
Yeah, I retweeted it on my Twitter so you can see that, and then the reaction of all the people that are so happy that he said it with their little blue check marks. One guy was like all happy in his little pussycat outfit, and one person put a gif of standing ovation for Ryan Johnson saying that Pikachu's an evolved Porg. Let's see what else. Oh look, God, this person says it's Porgamon. Oh God!
You gotta
love the people who follow Ryan Johnson.
You gotta give Ron a break because it's not the Porg's fault.
Yeah, the Porg's. Oh God! So Pikachu's a Porg, as one person says later, and of course that person misspells Pikachu, and one person said, "Oh my God, let the fan fiction rain down." Yas, Queen. No.
That's the same color of bad as the Raylo people that do the drawings. The same.
There's Bonnie.
Oh God!
Yes, I'm sending something on Twitter to DJ.
Speaking of,
Bonnie's gonna kill me. Oh God!
So everybody knows, Bonnie did put up the tweet about the show for Craig on Sunday at 7 p.m. So
yes, I did.
Yes, indeed.
Reminded what time it is, because I probably will have to look at it again. My short-term memory sucks these days.
Oiler Greg just did a thing about Mike Zero with Luke's clone hand. I just got that notification.
You got to give Ron some space. He can't be thinking about Luke's clone hand.
DJ.
Yeah.
I sent you something on Twitter, and the quotes is exactly what was said to me from who I was talking about in there for you.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Same person I was talking about in the above comment.
Yeah, the Porgs probably ate everything, Tario.
Mm-hmm.
Like remember when Luke was talking to Rey and she sees underground like a skeleton? That's probably one of the animals the Porgs ate. They probably annihilated the island's actual wildlife.
Well, we all know where the
yeah, I got you.
We all know where the Porgs got their milk supply.
All I gotta say is that's funny considering what I said, but sure.
I know.
That's but you know what? It's better to find out than not. I expected that though.
But yeah, I just wanted you to know.
Yeah, I got you.
Porg's got to eat too.
That is true. Porg's got to eat.
Well, the people that made the how the Last Jedi should have ended, for those of you that have seen that, Chewbacca hands the Porg that's like crying at him because he's eating one of his friends, one of the Porg's legs, and the Porg goes, "Ah!" He jerks up and smiles.
He didn't actually take a bite of it, though. I don't think. I don't remember him taking a bite. I thought he was
Not
about
in the movie,
to, and
no.
the Porg was looking up at him, and then he felt guilty and he threw it away.
No, I would have written it in there, the script, that Chewbacca took a nice, big, healthy damn bite, and that the camera shows it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, if a Porg can fly the Millennium Falcon, then, you know, he must be doing something right.
Okay, everybody, we have had 47 people donate to the GoFundMe page.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Yep. And we're up to 1,236.
Nice.
On the GoFundMe.
Nice. What would have been funny, maybe, is if you know, he had the roasted pork there, and it would have been funny when the one pork was looking up at him with those sad eyes. If you would have grabbed the pork head and handed it to him, the decapitated pork head.
And
Here, go bury this.
We are still trending on the GoFundMe as well.
Ah, cool. That's badass.
It's like youngling training.
They had multiple porgasms.
It got all quiet.
Yeah. No, I was just reading the Glassdoor thing that some of the comics book people are talking about too now. Woo, doggy.
They're talking about tuna.
No, the Lucasfilm's Glassdoor thing. It's definitely spreading more and more.
The fundamental problem I have with that scene is that there were so many fucking ways you could have made Luke this indignant hermit, and instead Rian Johnson chose something so unbelievably awkward and stupid.
That's because his round head is so far stuck up a goat's ass that he don't know what to do with it.
See, but before The Last Jedi, I was predicting that Luke would actually be a rogue. But I was thinking more like Akuma from Street Fighter, like a rogue that's very dangerous and badass.
Toriel said, bad joke, Ron. All right. I'm sorry, Toriel.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Oh God.
It was funny because, you know, remember when we first were in the starting up the show and everything, I said, "Oh, we'll just make it a quick night and, you know, just give up out of it." But it's gotten fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think after everybody's long days, all of us in this group kind of just need to hang out with friends.
Yeah,
and get rid of all of the other bull crap and have a good time. Forget all the crap in the world for a little bit. I think that's why we all look forward to Tuesday and Thursdays.
Yes.
I'm driving like
Mondays and Thursdays even.
Oh yeah, Monday and Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm driving like 100 miles round trip from work, and I get home and it's like I'm just chilling now.
Everybody hit the like button.
Tariel, yes, he did. There was a whole subset of discussions I've been through on the Force.net about that. That has to do with deconstructing his character so that the audience would hopefully be like, yeah, he needed to die at the end, and it backfired on them.
Yeah, none of us wanted to see Luke die. Hello, idiot. He's our hero.
That was their chief mistake. 1986, Transformers Generation 1, I keep repeating this, they killed Optimus Prime in the movie. And when they did that, the franchise went belly up and it never recovered. Not that generation of toys. and products. It never recovered. The show went in the shitter, and I'm really surprised that Disney never made a mental note of that.
And how is it that they're going to make a whole show about Bumblebee? I mean,
the movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's a movie about Bumblebee.
But I mean, you got to be kind of a sub fan of like Michael Bay. For me, I just enjoy them for what they're worth, and I don't take those movies as seriously as I took Generation 1 TFs when I was a kid.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Really, it's just dumb.
The Bumblebee film looks like it might not be garbage. That's why I might check it out. Might.
I mean, I had fun with what was it, the third film? I think Leonard Nimoy was in it. He repeats one of his dumb Star Trek lines, and everybody gets all nerdy about that. But
yes,
you can't take it seriously.
Darth Hammer had a question to the panel. Which is worse, the character assassination of Luke Skywalker, or the fact that training is no longer required to become a master?
Both.
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna say both because of the simple fact, like most people know, Luke has always been my favorite, my hero, who I have pretty much every decision in my life I've made has been based on how would Luke handle this. But the fact that you no longer need training to become a master pisses me off because it basically throws everything that we grew up and loved about Star Wars and about the Jedi as being a lie. And so, yeah I disagree 100% with both, and it pisses me off with both of them.
No, me, it's more the character assassination I can deal with because modern audiences are kind of lazy and don't really pay attention or listen to things when people tell them things. So you kind of have to skip parts because they won't get the whole idea. They live life by cliff notes. So to me, it was a character assassination. The other thing, you just got to deal with it. Modern society just doesn't have the time to fully see something and figure it out for themselves. They rely on what other people tell them, and that's pretty much how they judge things. Sadly, these days, and that's at everything. I mean, YouTube, freaking movies, freaking books. I mean, when's the last time you heard a friend of yours say, "Oh, I read the entire book"? No, they skim through the book. More often than not, sadly, because they haven't got time for that. So I mean, at least the younger generation, some of the younger generations, it's sad.
The important thing to understand here within the story structure is that the character assassination of Luke Skywalker is more important because it led to needing to elevate Rey more quickly. If you didn't assassinate his character, he wouldn't have to die. If he's still alive, he's going to look at Rey and go, "What the fuck are you?"
Exactly.
And why do you have this ability? It makes it puts even less credibility on Rey and makes her look even more ridiculous than the Last Jedi made her appear.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Toriel said he wanted Luke to look as weak as possible, but I think more than that is they made every male they demasculized every male character. Poe, all of them look weak.
Yes, they did. And touching back on what Bonnie said earlier, I have not met a soul, and I said this directly to Mark Hamill on Twitter, though he probably didn't read it. I don't know anybody that went into TLJ thinking, "Wow, I can't wait to see Luke die in this. I hope he dies." There was no reason to kill him off. There was.
They set up for his death, but they didn't say they had to do it.
Nobody can give me a reason that I don't. That's reasonable to me. Like,
it was an artificial reason. That's why. That's because they wanted to do whatever 9.
I wouldn't have minded it if it would have been a great story and he went out as a hero and we saw him light the green and just go out as a hero and then become a Force ghost that way. But the way they did it, it was just sucked.
Yeah. Well, it was 2 strokes and maybe did.
We'll
find out what it was.
Fighting. It was a projection.
Yeah, projection.
Yeah, not once in that film did 2 blades ever cross. Subsequently, everyone I saw earlier today that Ivan has a very more progress on the Luke Kylo fight that he's changing with the 2 of them going at it. It's the choreography has gotten very tight. the green saber Luke and Kylo actually fighting in that scene at the end. That he's changing that whole scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know of a reason. Like everybody just says to me, well, he's the Kenobi of this movie. He's gonna die, and it's just time for him to die. I don't. Nobody's given me very few people have given me any kind of a reasonable argument. As Ron just said, DJD, they artificially deconstructed Luke. And it backfired on them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, they rush everything because they don't have time for it. It's kind of like why people will just parrot, in effect, as I've told me in the past, parrot whatever response that they think is best, and they'll just stick to script no matter what. Even if they look like complete idiots for doing it, they're like, in their minds, they think enough people are agreeing with them, so they'll just say it over and over and over again, and thus the natural progression that has occurred of us making fun of them. This is recently, right? It's always been some kind of name. It's been, at first it was SJWs, which is an insult to real SJWs, like I've said before, that walked with Martin Luther King, et cetera, and then from there progressed to NPCs as the joke of what to call the movement that just does whatever they do. They love the TLJ and et cetera, and then now I'm making fun of it, calling them unicorns, which is slowly but surely gaining traction.
Well, down south here. I'm south here. I'll just shit me a Last Jedi.
The quick and easy story writing path it is.
Hey, I got my one down vote.
Here's my feeling on the whole thing. It comes down to this. The new movies that are coming out are basically repeats because nobody has an imagination, and it comes down to the millennials. There are some that are responsible, that are taught correctly, that grow up thinking and learning that you have to do something and earn something in life to have it given to you, because it's not just handed out to you. But then there are other millennials out here who think, well, the whole world owes me something and I don't have to do a damn thing to get it. So that's basically what these movies are. They're rehashing all old movies and TV shows because they don't want to use their imagination, because they think they're perfect, that the whole world owes them and they owe nothing. So instead of using their own brains and coming up with their own ideas, their own theories, their own stories, they're just like, well, you all owe me, so I'm just going to give you a repeat of what you got so I can get the money and not do any work for it.
So I got
at the end of the day, reality check sets in. Nobody gives a shit about the old stuff because you're just rehashing what we already know, what we've already seen, and you're screwing it up as you're doing it.
Yes.
So we don't want it. So therefore, where are you going to get your money? Because it ain't coming from us.
Exactly.
Go out and earn it like the real people do. We don't owe you a damn thing. You have to earn it like we did.
I got a graphic novel, so let's do it. Do it now.
You know what, Stig? I would feel sorry for them if they weren't such assholes. Sorry, Bonnie.
And that's why the fan films are the ones that are actually better than anything that these idiots are putting out, because the fans grew up learning you're not owed a damn thing. You have to go out and earn it. So they actually think and put out something good because they know that's how the real world works.
Exactly.
Go ahead, James.
That's why I want to see that Star Wars Theory film.
Yep, me too. I'm excited to see that.
Another common theme that comes up with The Last Jedi that I've noted over the last several months before discovering Craig is people that defend the movie. They come forward with this movie's more like how reality would turn out. I don't go to the fucking theater to see Star Wars and want to be entertained with modern reality. I mean, J.J. Abrams did this with the Star Trek films. Kind of, it's there's nothing wrong with a happy ending and everybody surviving, and maybe it's a little unrealistic, but in spite of that fact, I was willing at that point in time to accept that Star Wars had just been kind of put on the rails, reusing old formulas, until The Last Jedi kicked me in the nuts.
Yeah. Bonnie, you creating all that noise?
Yeah, I'm like wondering what the hell's going on.
What noise?
That.
Oh, it's probably the heater just kicked on. My aunt's got gas heat. And it's really cold here tonight, so the heater's kicking on.
Well, make sure to not eat too many beans. I had to do Blazing Saddles joke.
Everybody always asks me. I've never had Chipotle.
Yeah, it's the heater.
Hamer said Luke's destruction is inexcusable, but Rowan Johnson also destroyed logic and thousands of years of mythology, defecating on the hero's journey. Astonishing.
Yep, he's right.
And you know what, Hamer? The fact that Rian Johnson was completely aloof during the whole production process. I mean, he was a total aloof ass. We should have.
Well, that's how he lives his life.
Well, that's true.
I can still barely hear you, dude. You sound like you're in the tunnel.
Depends. Said, see, The Last Jedi gave another person gas. Help us, Ron.
Pensec, the Axanar, and subsequently Axanar got shut down by Paramount just for existing. They weren't making a profit off of it. They just couldn't stand the fact that a bunch of fans were making a production that was better than what they were working on.
Yeah. And that's what I think Mike was saying. He thinks that after Star Wars series come out and they see how good it is, that they're going to shut him down and won't let him make any more of his episodes.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for Disney to go that direction. It's just going to take one really good fan film at this point in time.
Yes, hopefully.
Ooh, we got this, man.
Mm-hmm.
The crazy thing is my dad liked the very first Star Wars that JJ did. Because he said that JJ's good at setting things up. He also liked the first Star Trek that he did. He couldn't stand the rest of them, but the first one was good. But he said the problem is when you put JJ in charge, he's good at starting and opening things, but he sucks at finishing a damn thing. So when I told him that JJ was doing the last movie, he goes, "Oh, it's going to be worse than The Last Jedi."
Well,
I don't think anything can be worse than The Last Jedi, Dad. Trust me.
That would be impressive. You have to make the effort.
But then again, with JJ doing it, you never know. It could come pretty damn close because he can't finish nothing. It might not be as bad, but it'll be pretty damn close.
The Force Awakens was one of those. It was one of those emotional things for the fans. You know, you got to see everybody again, and after that, the speculation started, which, you know, that's fine too. But the second time I saw The Force Awakens, a lot of stuff started bothering me. Like, okay, so Han and Chewie just happened to be near the Millennium Falcon when Rey and Finn just happened to get in it. You know, I'm like, all this stuff is playing out too conveniently, and it's kind of lazy writing.
We don't know how far they went in space, though, or how long they were in space when that scene happened.
I get that. It is better written than The Last Jedi. I'll always say that, but
yeah. But I mean, it wasn't the greatest Star Wars film, but JJ did set it up for questions to be asked and waiting for, you know, we were waiting for answers to Rey, we were waiting for answers for Finn and all the characters, and he set it up. You know, he gave us Luke at the end, and you know, it was great. And then here we walk into the theater thinking that we're waiting to get some of these answers, and one of the first things we see is Luke throwing the lightsaber over his shoulder. It's like, what the fuck?
See, that was the funny thing, because I showed my dad and mom and my kids The Force Awakens and Rogue One, and then my dad started watching The Last Jedi, and the minute Luke threw that lightsaber over his shoulder, my dad said, "What the hell is this bullshit?" I said, "Oh, Dad, it just gets worse as it goes through." My mom didn't even get to that part. She watched 5 minutes of it, walked out the room. She said, "That shit's not Star Wars." My kids, they were like, "Mom, this isn't Star Wars. This is a lie. My brother watched it all the way through, and oh my God, DJ, you know how my brother rants. Holy Jesus, he went on for like 7-hour rant on how that was not Star Wars and how he wanted.
Oh my!
Right? I mean,
gotcha.
You heard the way he went off on you, the way he went off on Rian Johnson. If somebody would have heard that, my brother would have been in so much trouble. And then Kathleen Kennedy was no better. He was ready to destroy them both, wipe them off the planet. He was so mad at them.
Oh.
And all I could do was sit there and laugh so hard I fell off the chair and could not stop laughing. I had tears streaming down my face. My side hurt so bad from laughing. But he was right. It's not Star Wars. I don't care what KK says. I don't care what Roundhead says. Last Jedi is not Star Wars. It does not exist as far as I'm concerned. Force Awakens, it's not canon in my book, but I'm not going to completely throw it out the door because, you know, JJ did set things up for the characters to actually be evolved and make people want to invest in them. But once Last Jedi hit, that destroyed all of it.
I gotta say,
as far as 9 goes, I don't care how many of the old characters you bring back to try to pull the fans back in. It's too late. It's too late for that. And you're just going to destroy them like you destroyed the other characters. So I don't want to see or have a part of that.
Yes, he did, Darth Hamer. That is exactly why the fans did so much speculation that turned out to be 1,000 times better than anything Johnson came up with.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, and
you know what else is fun on Twitter? Bonnie's trending. That's
well, okay.
Not joking either. Well, not you in particular, but the name Bonnie is indeed trending today.
Oh,
Bonnie, you and me aren't connected on Twitter.
What?
I said you and me aren't connected on Twitter.
Wow.
Uh-oh, somebody's not following somebody.
We're not connected on Twitter, Ron?
I never actually care about that anyway. As long as I talk to the person on occasion, I'm fine. Plus, I have this stupid thing that unfollows people sometimes if I'm not, what's it called, active enough. Because Twitter's fun like that. Yeah. Okay, so I have to make sure to refollow people sometimes.
You guys are going to have to forgive me for this impersonation. Bonnie's story just took me back to the horrible, horrible thing that woman said at Celebration 2017 when Mark Hamill called out Rian Johnson in the beginning. He was telling the audience, you know, that some things threw me off, or, you know, we found some friction working together. I can't remember exactly what he said. It was very subtle. And Kathleen Kennedy takes the mic and goes, I can't stress how important he is to the story. God, shut up.
Yeah, tell me about it.
God.
She was defending Johnson's bullshit right there. I think they knew way ahead of time that his script was going to be at minimum controversial. I think they knew.
DJ, send me Bonnie's Twitter link.
I'll give me a second. All righty then. All right. Bonnie flies over the ocean. All righty. I know her. It was even rough finding her in the first place. I found a list in 2 seconds, but Bonnie took me a second. Here's the Missy part.
Yeah, I have too many damn nicknames. My mom calls me Missy. My grandmother called me Missy Rose.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of my friends in school called me Angel because they said that I always had the look of an angel, but there was a demon hiding behind it. So that's where the Darth Angel came from. So yeah, I have tons of nicknames.
Yes.
Okay, man.
Okay. I have a good chunk of them, but again, it's all dealing with mythological beasts up here. So vampire, werewolves, etc.
More garlic required.
Yes. There's simply a letter, which is, Vampire Hunter D. So yes, just the D. Just the D. Oh boy, was that fun for a while when people would not get it, what my name was when I would say the single letter. And they were
Fun
like,
times had by all.
Oh God, it was.
Fun times had by all, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, was that Burns? I think you could do the whole cast.
Burns?
No, I thought that was Burns. Yeah.
Mr. Burns?
Yeah, Mr. Burns. That was
Look
close
at that
there.
pig stuffing his face with donuts on my time. That's it. Eating. Little do you know you're drawing ever closer to the poison donut. There's a poison donut, isn't there, Smithers?
No, sir. I checked with our lawyers and they consider it murder.
Damn their oily hides.
Nice.
I do Wayne's World.
I have never seen that movie.
You never seen Wayne's World?
No. I've seen the fucking Bill and Ted movies, but not Wayne's World. Go figure.
Wayne's World, that's what put that Bohemian Rhapsody back on the map.
Yes, it is.
They did that in that movie. It was awesome.
Excellent. Party on.
That
Party on, Wayne.
another good one is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
I
Wayne's
love
World was
those
on
ones.
SNL too. That's where they started out as SNL, and then the movies came out.
Yes.
Bill and Ted is hard to be quotable. I mean, like it's. I'm trying to think of something from the movie.
You know what we got to do, Bill? We got to make good robot us's.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I love the second one the most because it plays my favorite song, or they quote my favorite song in there. Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison. So when they're sitting there doing the lyrics to that, I bust out laughing every time. My mom's like, "That's not funny." I said, "It is hilarious."
In that movie, I fucking loved the dude that played the Reaper. Just
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Every single thing he did. Excuse me, your shoelace is untied.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a wedgie.
Okay.
Yep.
Here's the part where Yoda has to ask me something.
Ron?
What's that?
think
I need to ask
wants
James
Yoda
something.
to ask him a
Yoda?
question.
Yeah, Yoda asks.
Oh, that we're not gonna do the show now. I gotta save my question for when I have you on the show.
Come on, man. You do it.
You really want me to ask you a question now?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, put me right on the spot, don't you?
That's what makes it fun, man.
Huh?
That's what makes it fun.
Let's see. Go ahead and talk until I figure this out, guys. Because I know if I know James, he's working on some angle over there. Everybody got quiet.
Oh, I'm trying to find you on Twitter.
That explains. I was like, I'm looking at the Ray Park updates. Wait, this isn't coming out on TV. Okay, this explains why.
Fun times had by all.
Ah, Punky. Punky Brewster. Where's the fun time? There.
Hey ho, Kermit the Frog here. Waka waka waka. Hey.
All right.
Waka waka waka, Fozzie Bear. Later on, we're gonna go hang out with the Cookie Monster. It's gonna be a fun time.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Oh, nice. That was a really good one. Yeah, that was a really good one.
Who did that? I think it was
Seth MacFarlane.
It was on Mike's show. He had on the Dark Council, he had Jedi Nugget.
Oh
he
yeah,
does the perfect Mickey Mouse.
He does an insanely scary good Mickey Mouse. That was really good. They do
I loved Mickey on South Park.
Yeah.
He's just the shrewd businessman that doesn't take any shit.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what else I do well.
Here you go, James.
If your 5-year-old self suddenly found themselves inhabiting your current body, what would your 5-year-old self do first?
Was there like a beer nearby?
Answer the question.
No, I'm answering your question with a question. Was there a beer nearby?
No, you can't answer a question with a question.
But
you must answer the question with an answer.
You're not offering any information, so that's not appreciated.
If your 5-year-old self suddenly found themselves inhabiting your current body, what would your 5-year-old self do first?
If I'm inhabiting my current body, then I would probably I'd probably turn to the dark side.
That's your best answer?
Yeah, because no cookies for you.
A blanket statement that was.
Yeah, it was.
Much fear I sense in you. Much fear, indeed.
You know, I just feel sorry for Ron longing for the goat box.
I don't long for the goat box.
It's not the goat's fault.
Lost a challenge Ron Navy has. How embarrassing.
I didn't lose no challenge.
He lost no challenge. No challenge was.
I asked a question. He didn't really answer. He just like.
Well, it's time to kick everyone off.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting tired. It is almost 11, isn't it? It's after 11.
Oh, yeah. We're just going to go like half an hour.
I know, right? And we went like, how long have we been up so far? How long have we been up so far?
At least 3 or 4 hours. Yeah.
Wow.
It's been fun.
It's been fun, though.
We went on a little after 8. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
I got more to do in the future.
Maybe next time I'll do my dice impersonation. Oh!
We've been up for 2 hours.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think it's a good time to call it for the night. And tomorrow's Friday. Yeah. Oh, and just want to give Bonnie posted the links in here for anybody for the GoFundMe and the PayPal. She's also tweeted it out. She tweeted out about Mad Talk show on Sunday, and appreciate him coming on here and giving us that information. That was a really stand-up thing for him to do. I appreciate that. And I'm glad he's doing that show Sunday. So go support that. And anybody else got any things closing?
Just keep helping me keep the word out about Craig so people can find it and go help him. And
just keep retweeting it, putting it on forums, wherever you're allowed to put the link. It'd be clear about that one. Yeah,
Matt's left. Trouble. Matt's left. He's gone.
and I'll keep everybody updated when I have updates about Craig. But like I said, right now there's no new news other than the fact that we know he's healing and he's getting better. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maz is going to the site right now. He said in the chat that he's going to do another donation tonight. That's awesome.
Thank you, Maz.
That.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Oh, yeah. Lethal Lightning just got on.
Hey, Lethal.
Hey, Lethal.
Hey, Lethal. Yeah, we were about to take off.
And also, really quick, I am gonna start adding more content on my channel. I'm not sure. I'll figure out how and what I'm gonna put up there. I do some gaming, but I cheat like hell on it, so it won't do any good to put it up there because I definitely use cheat codes on all my games. So I don't want to put that up. And Star Wars content.
People watch that, so don't worry about it. Just have fun. It's the main thing. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, mostly I would probably do like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts stuff because that's the two setups that I normally play the most. But I cheat like hell because I have the PlayStation 4 and I have the cheat site that I go to, and I like get all the cheat codes and then go play it with all the cheats in it. So I basically don't die at all.
Hey, some people like that.
But it's fun. But it is definitely fun. And I have to figure out how I would do it with my phone. Probably just like record it on my phone and then put it up.
Yeah.
Because I don't have my computer yet, so.
Mm-hmm.
But she just ousted herself, Lethal, so she kind of is caught now. She's a cheater.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Most of the games that I've played, though, I've already beaten them straight up, so I just cheat code them now.
Yeah.
Now, when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, I am not going to cheat on that. I'm going to play it straight through, which means I'll probably get my ass kicked 95% of the time. But once I beat it, I'll go put the cheat codes on and play through it again.
Yes.
Because that's what I try to do. I try to beat the game first, and then after I beat it, go put the cheat codes in and play through because I know I can beat it. And then I try it on harder levels with all the cheat codes so I don't get my ass kicked.
Go check out Euler Greg's channel. He definitely has a good chunk of fun videos, including his new one, Mike 010 and Luke's clone dad.
Yeah, I saw the notice for that one earlier. Yeah, I wanted to check that out.
The only problem, Lethal, is that I don't have internet set up yet, so I can't use the recording thing on it right this minute. But once I get my internet set up, I can do that, and then I can put it up on my channel.
I'm going to go get me a 427 Pink Vega.
I was laughing my ass off last night. The Rookie Critic. Have any of you checked out his latest videos? He has 3 parts to it.
Oh yeah, he's always good.
That was
very good channel.
Yeah, go check out that. You'll laugh your ass off. It was all about him writing a script, and it's just funny. Just go check it out.
Yeah, I have to do
record on your PS4, then move it to USB to upload if that helps. What?
I know what he's talking about.
I don't.
I do. Yeah, I can probably do that.
I don't know all the little tricks and stuff to it. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, he was actually. Lethal was on doing a video earlier today. I saw. Was it today? I think it was. He was on.
Thank you, Mazarus.
Yeah, thanks, Mazarus. It was good. Mazarus.
Yeah, Mazarus. It was great.
Yeah, thanks, good stuff, man. Thanks, man.
At least you ain't got Ron calling you Toys R Us. Take the guy anywhere.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Lethal, I wish you could have been here sooner. Sorry we gotta cut this off right now, but
Yeah, Lethal. It's 12 o'clock in the morning here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an early morning show tomorrow with Frank and the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, Mr. Peabody possibly, and whoever may stop by as a guest to talk about whatever we're going to talk about. Pretty much the fans run the show tomorrow, so it will be crazy indeed.
All right, everybody. Have a great night, and we are going to sign off now.
Night.
Night.
Night all.
Good night.